Excalibur! Sorry, I had to. I have the sword. I had to do it. Welcome, everybody, to Dungeons and Dragons, The Darkness War. I am your host and DM, or GM, whatever you want to call me, Battleship Colorado 45, and I am joined today by several of my players, two of which I will introduce here shortly. Previously in the Darkness War, the party finishes up with their meeting with Lord Neverember, Lord of Neverwinter, and General Sabine, commander of the Neverwinter Guard and army, coming to find out that it is not just Lord Neverember receiving these visions of pending war. The party leaves Neverember's office when all of a sudden Milo, with some scarring on her arms, begins to flare up, causing her to basically kind of have a panic Izumi attack, and tries to get some answers to why that happened. After that, the party returns to the Rat's Tails Inn, and Sarah applies some cream ointment to soothe the pain away, and learns a little bit, just a teeny bit, of Sarah's past. Along with Dion, who is currently hunting down a target, finds out some information about where they may be. They sleep. The party goes to sleep at the Rat's Tails Inn, with Dion being overcome by a nightmare. However, moments later, entering a deeper slumber with a warmth of protection being sensed around them. The party then meets up the next day with Corporal Jameson of the Neverwinter Guard and begins traveling to where they need to go to deal with these goblins and kobolds that have been harassing the city's resources intake and exporting. After their first day of travel, they met up. They had a strange encounter, I'll say, with an owlbear named Smeek wearing a headband and apparently able to speak Common and form intelligent sentences. After their about another half day's worth of travel, the party arrives at their location where they start their mission, and with Rex, also known as the Seat, kicking it off with a fireball during a surprise round that, thanks to Tachi's ability to have the party pass without a trace. The party was able to successfully neutralize the kobolds and goblins' threat, capturing two of them as prisoners and learning a little bit more about Lord Mournfang, who seems to be the perpetrator behind all of this. However, no idea of where exactly this being is located or what they are. The party also finds missing iron ingots, which are used heavily in armor and weapons manufacturing, which will assist Neverwinter's capabilities to arm their people and also adventurers. The party returns back to the Rat's Tails, back to the city, meets with General Sabine and Lord Neverember again, and receives the reward as well as additional compensation for capturing two kobold prisoners. And were also rewarded for the retrieval of the missing ingots. Whilst they were away, Gribby was left behind in the care of Sarah and the employees at the Rat's Tails Inn, and Gribby tells the Seat about Sarah hiding something, trying to keep a secret. After the debrief, and they rejoin Gribby at the Rat's Tails Inn, while the party is enjoying a nice night after a successful victory, the Deceit pays for Sarah to go and keep Milo company in her bedchambers, while Deceit transforms before Gribby in the privacy of their room, takes on Gribby's clothes, and finds out that Sarah was in much of a similar circumstance as Deceit, and also attempting to keep others from falling into the same predicament. And whilst that is happening, Sarah and Milo have an intimate night together as Milo also learns of a bit of Sarah's past, a bit more Sarah's past. And at that point, the party proceeds to their chambers and falls asleep with one Deceit taking off Grivy's clothes and curling up into a ball in the corner on the floor, feeling disgusted with themselves about what is going on. And with that concludes the recap. Give me 20 seconds because I have to do it this way because it's really, really dumb. Really, really dumb that I have to do it that way, and then I gotta get that back up. We are joined by everyone, mostly everybody. Allow me to introduce everybody and also get everybody's cams back into proper positions. I am joined today by Will playing as Deceit, Bear playing as Dion, and Dizzy finally able to come join us playing as Leafa.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
However,
I made it.
Yay!
with Tachi joining us here soon, and as well as Uta, Ozzy, and Halo, respectfully in that order, will be joining us momentarily. Unfortunately, due to not having a great time at the moment, Daku or Milo is unable to join us. We
Woo!
pick up where we left off with the party falling asleep, and the next day you all awaken. And I do have a little bit from Milo about what she would like to do, just for a small tidbit. So, at this point, I want to say it's about 7-ish in the morning. So what does Deceit and Dion do at the moment? Leafa, I will bring you in momentarily.
It's fine.
Ooh, what to do? What to do? Dion, do you want to go first?
I think Dion will be doing what he did before and finding the highest point around the Rat's Tails Inn just to sit and enjoy the sunrise.
Yeah, so you kind of go back to that same spot that you were at the previous time that you did this, and able to just kind of perch yourself on top of this roof and feel comfortable trying to see the sunrise. Are you looking in a particular direction? Are you looking south again towards Waterdeep?
No. Dion's just looking anywhere.
Looking anywhere? Okay. Yeah, you take a look around and you notice that at this point, as the sun's coming further up into the sky, that the city of Neverwinter is starting to get more and more busier. Sure, that's proper English. Fuck it. And yeah, it's pretty low traffic volume at the moment for people being out in the streets right now. So the streets aren't fully crowded up yet, but they're about to start getting there. And yeah, you just unless there's anything specific that you want to do, you chill on the roof and watching the sunrise come up, with starting to hear the hustle and the bustle of a city coming to life at the start of a new day.
Yeah, Dion's just sitting up there unlocking the map. An eagle going by.
So yeah, while you do that, unless you have anything else that you want to do at the moment, roll over to Deceit, with Gribby sleeping on their bed and crawled up in the corner on the floor, disgusted with themselves. What do we see Deceit doing as they wake up this morning at about 7? From everything that happened last night, what are they doing? What's going through their mind at the moment?
So Deceit has barely slept, partially because it's not comfortable. Just curled up in the corner under a shirt, but also because they just they feel really shitty about this situation that they're now in, and pretty disgusted with themselves. So spent a lot of the night thinking about what, well, about how much they hate themselves, but also maybe how they might be able to dig themselves out from under this situation. So Deceit will kind of just give up on trying to get any more sleep, except that, it was a bad night. Get up and slowly transform back into Rex. You see the Deceit kind of shimmer and grow, and colors swirling as Deceit becomes larger and larger, transforming from Gribby into Rex. Stretches, gets back into character, and then gets dressed.
Alright.
And is Gribby still asleep? If Gribby's asleep, I'll let Gribby sleep. Yeah.
It seems that Gribby is still asleep, but there are signs that he's starting to stir and wake up.
I'll let him just get some sleep.
Okay.
And make my way out of the room downstairs. Get some food.
Yeah.
Any sign of Sarah?
Not at the moment. You don't see her. So when you get downstairs into basically the main floor of the Rat's Tails Inn, you only see currently Morg, Kara, and I will say probably Aang, just trying to get the tavern part of the inn ready to roll for the day. You see some patrons running around, but you don't see Sarah. You can probably assume that she is either still with Milo, or is in her private chambers.
Got it. Cool. Just as I step out of the room to head downstairs, I'm gonna send a sending spell.
Okay.
To Hansel.
Yep. Okay.
It's me. We needed to talk. This target is a lot more than you said they were.
Okay. You get a message back with the following. Still at previous location. What do you mean more than I told you?
That's fine. That's no response.
Okay.
No response for now.
Yep.
Go downstairs, get some brekkie.
Yeah, so do you want to go to your party's usual spot, or do you just roll up onto the bar?
I'll go to the usual spot.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to the usual spot, and Kara, this calico hairstyle Netco comes up and is like, well, good morning there. What can we do for you?
Good morning. Could I just get a pint of ale and I don't know, eggs, bacon, breakfast, whatever. Yeah, that.
Sure, I can do that right up for you. That'll be a silver and 2 copper.
Fantastic, very kind of you. Just out of curiosity, I noticed that you all have very kindly been keeping this seat for us. I was just wondering what drove the establishment to keep these seats open for us all the time.
Well, Morg does that every once in a while to certain parties that roll through here on a regular basis. Needless to say, if he tells us to do this, he's taking a liking to y'all.
Oh, that's very nice. Insight check.
Yeah.
Not great. I'm not gonna spend a sorcery point on that. I think insight's +5, right? Yeah, so 9.
You can't tell whether or not she's lying, but you don't seem to feel like she is.
Fair. And sorry, how much did that cost again?
Silver, 2 copper.
Got it. Thank you. Cool. Oh, well, it's very nice to hear. And please let Morg know that we appreciate it, and I'll toss Kara a gold.
Okay. Yeah, she'll take the the gold and puts it in her the little pocket that you've seen them all put their tips in. Just you don't hear anything since it seems to be like the start of the day. Nobody's really tipped yet or has been in yet, so it just goes. And yeah, she goes and she'll come back probably about 2 minutes later with the tinkered of ale. And about maybe like another 5 minutes later, comes back with a plate of bacon, egg, sausage, and some hash brown looking potato
Nice.
on the plate.
Nice.
Here you go. Is there
This looks
anything else?
fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I'll let the chef
That's
know.
all for now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll start munching that all down, and yeah.
Dion, you still chilling on the roof? Say it's probably about like 7:15ish.
Yeah, probably around an hour. I'm chilling on the roof until like the sun's fully up.
Okay. Yeah, so the sun's going to be up in about another 15-20 minutes. You think? It's about 2/3 of the way up and over the Sword Mountains that are off to the east of Neverwinter. Or kind of off to the east, a bit more south than direct east. You chill up there for a while. Sun comes fully up. We'll say top of the hour comes and Deceit, you finish your meal. You feel hearty. Kara comes back basically by the time that you're done, asking you if you want anything else. And I would say at this point in time, Gribby also makes his way down, wearing his clothes again and walking with his hat in hand.
How are you, my son?
I slept good.
I'm
This
glad
does
to
a
hear
big
that.
old stretch.
It's gotta be loud.
I'm glad to hear it. Don't get used to it. I'm never sleeping on the floor again.
Nah, I get you. Pulls a
Well,
chair
I'm glad
out,
to
starts
hear it.
climbing up on the table.
I'll signal for Kara to get Gribby something.
Yeah, Car comes back and is like, all right, what can I get for you today, Mr. Gribby? He'll probably just be like, whatever he had, just not as much. All right. Comes back and brings out basically a smaller portion of what you had. Dion's
Fantastic.
son's fully up.
Can I just ask Kara something real quick?
Yeah. What's up?
Could you just keep an eye on Gribby for me today? I've got some errands to run.
Oh yeah, he's more
You
than
can help
welcome
out.
to. Yeah, he's more than welcome to chill and help us out. He was such a good little helper.
No, that's fantastic. I do appreciate it, and I'll toss another gold.
Yep, she takes that and it kind of clinks with the other piece that you already gave her, but it's not like a loud clink because, well, first two tips of the day. So
Fair. Fantastic. In that case, then, Deceit Rex is gonna get up and walk on out the door, heading for the Rotten Skull.
okay. Give me 1 second with that. Dion, sun's fully up at this point. It's top of the hour, 8 o'clock. I presume you hop down at this point?
Yep, Dion's gonna hop down, go back into the Rat's Tail Inn
Okay.
and get fully dressed. He's currently shirtless, by the way. I should say that. So,
Oh my.
showing off his
His pecs.
kind of bit of pecs.
Okay, yeah. You walk back into the Rat's Tail Inn, and I'll say at this point in time, you're seeing Deceit, or you're in passing, Deceit's leaving as you're coming back in. So you guys in passing kind of pass each other. And yeah, you go upstairs, get fully dressed.
I give Rex a nod as we pass each other.
Just got some errands to run. I'll catch up with you later in the day.
No problem. I've got something I've got to do myself.
And it would also be at this point that you would see Sarah coming down rushly. Both of you would, as you two are impassing each other. Her hair kind of bit of a mess. Not fully like situated to start the day. But she shows up. Moore kind of gives her a raised eyebrow sideways look, like was it good last night type deal. And she just kind of she blushes very, very much. And just starts to get ready to start serving customers and whatnot. And you see Milo start about a moment later coming down the stairs as well. In walk of shame, trying to not look at anyone in particular to the best of her abilities. You see her walk over to Morg, put some money down on the table, and she looks like she just literally woke up, but is ready to just pass back out again, and will proceed back upstairs to her room. And it would also be at this point, so as the impassing is happening and Sarah is reporting in for work, the camera will zoom out and fly up and over the city, zooming out to the point where it can see the whole city. And it is at this point that we see a certain borough folk entering. And Leafa, this is where you can take it away. Let me know where you're coming in from and what does the camera see before it. And let me also, 2 seconds, get you, because this is your official intro. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are.
Okay, so I'll be entering from the river district side into town. So as I enter, what you see is a very, very tall kind of towering figure with on 2 legs, but very furry, grey and white rabbit legs with floppy long ears, but a humanoid torso and face. Wearing kind of very, very common cloth, nothing fancy. Holding a long staff and kind of with a bit of a curious spark in her eyes, always like aware of her surroundings. And yeah.
So you are coming through the river district, so the northeastern district of Neverwinter, and this is like the really posh area. This is like where the nobility and those with lots of wealth live. So it's not as crowded here. I mean, it still is, even though this is more of a posh area. You still have servants and butlers and deliveries, boys and girls running around, but it is a very posh district. A more
upper class kind of section of town.
Yep.
Okay.
So what do you want to do at this time? It's 100% up to you. Side note, you also received a letter from Lord Neverember for the mission that the party just got done completing. However, you were able to send a reply back saying that you were unable to make it to that point in time due to the fact that you were already on a previous assignment that was a bit more personal and took more precedence over anything else.
Yep.
To which you receive a reply saying, no worries, at this moment in time, we are putting your fellow party members up at the Rat's Tails Inn, meet up with them, and arrive in the city of Neverwinter when able. Not really being asked to come directly to him at this moment in time.
Yeah. So I'm like aware that they're going to be around the tavern kind of area.
Yeah, you were made aware that they were put up by the city of Neverwinter at the Rat's Tails Inn.
Okay. Well, I'll make my way to the tavern.
Okay.
Since that I need to meet up with like everyone else there, so I can get an update on what's happened and meet everyone.
Yeah. Come on, internet. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Don't start that shit again. Okay, hold up. Recording's perfectly fine. Once again, I have lost internet. Or at least OBS has lost internet.
Returns.
He lives.
For a moment, God disconnected, but he has returned. All have faith.
Internet's back. Alright, sorry about that.
But he has been resurrected.
Stream, sorry, I don't know what's going on. Computer. That was computer side, not the actual hold-on internet. Alright, so you were making your way towards the Rest Hills Inn, that's right. Okay, so,
Making a raid downtown.
Alright, so, I will roll back over to here. There we go. So yeah, so you make your way to the Protector's Enclave District. It takes you roughly probably about an hour ish to get to this side of town, and you do arrive probably at about 9:30 ish, I want to say.
Okay, so it's still kind of early-ish morning.
Yeah, early-ish morning.
Okay.
At the Rast Hills Inn, you you walk in. You remember seeing above the door outside the marquee that says the Rast Hills Inn, with a rat holding a detached tail, and yeah. Real quick, let me roll over to Dion. Dion, what are you doing during this time? Sorry, this got me all sorts of fuckered up.
Well, I'm guessing that Dion's gotten dressed after the brief interaction with Rex.
Yep.
So he's gonna, since he's got his target that he's after, he is gonna pull up his hood and head towards the I've forgotten the name of it. Hang on.
The Rotten Skull.
The Rotten Skull. Yes, he's on his way to the Rotten Skull.
Okay. So, so during the time, so yeah, so probably in passing, you would have probably passed Lifa, who you do remember from the previous mission that you all were on down in the sewers. At this point, I leave it up to y'all if y'all want to have any interactions while you are in passing of each other.
Do I wouldn't know what he looks like yet because I haven't met.
Well,
anyone, so I couldn't-
you remember because you all fought in the sewers together to deal with the goblin
Oh yeah,
threat.
okay.
So yeah.
So I recognize Dion and kind of I'm trying to get his attention.
Okay. Give me a performance check because you're trying to get his attention over the noise.
Okay. Okay, let me see if
And Dion, what's your passive perception?
My passive.
that is a
perception-
21. Bam, 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 bam,
21?
My passive perp is 11.
11? Okay. So yeah, Dizzy, you or forgive me, Levi, you are yelling and waving your arm up in the air, Dion, Dion. And yeah, Dion, you do hear your name being called, and looking around, you see Lifa trying to flag you down.
Okay, since I see the giant rabbit, I walk over.
Yeah, this is now.
Dion,
he's going
remember me, I'm back!
Ah. Hello, Lifa.
Hello!
Pleasure to see you again.
It's good to see you too. How have you been? How is things?
Busy.
Mm.
You caught me at a awkward time. I've got me a bit of an errand to run.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
I point over to where I'm guessing Gribby's still at the table.
Yeah. So you guys are a bit. You're probably about halfway to the Rotten Skull, Dion, when you two meet up. So it's about the halfway point almost for both of you. That you're at this in passing. With Rex having already departed a bit before you. Or we're gonna be
Alright,
deceived.
So we have our own little area at the Rat's Tails Inn. It's and I describe where it is. I believe it's on the left when we enter.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not in the corner?
Yep.
So yeah. And I just explained to her that Gribby might possibly be there. Rex has gone to do some stuff as well. I'm doing my little errand. We have no idea what, and we don't know what. Well,
You
and I
saw
tell her-
Milo. Yeah, you saw Milo come
Yeah,
down,
and-
pay,
yeah.
and then go back up.
yeah. So I basically tell her that I think Dion thinks that Milo might not be feeling all the best, and the other two, no idea where they are. Oh, what they're
Okay.
doing.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, I might just head towards the inn then and see who's still around. Try and find everyone. Thank you for the directions. Appreciate it, and good luck on your errand.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna need it.
So in passing, that happens. Yeah. So Leafa, you'll basically arrive at the same point as Deceit arrives there. So I
Yep.
want to roll over to Deceit.
Hang on.
Yep.
Arrive at where Deceit arrives.
Yeah,
What?
by the time Leafa gets the Rest Hills in, it's basically at the same time that Deceit arrives at the Rotten Skull, because he departed, I want to say probably about like 10, 15 minutes before you. So they will be the first to arrive. Deceit, you, once again, striding in confidence while walking through this, bad part of this district. Everybody kind of looking at you again is like, huh. You must be some sort of infiltrator of some kind. All right. And they can notice you, but they're not like looking at trying to maybe plot to strike you, since this is like the second time you've been through this part of the district.
I will stare down anyone who looks at me.
Yeah, you stare them down. Give me this roll me a quick intimidation check.
Intimidation?
Yep.
Sure. I mean, 16. It's not bad.
Yeah. So for the most part, anybody that looks at you looking like they might be plotting, they just are like, nope, and just like avert their gaze completely from you. They're like, nope, don't want to fuck with this guy. And you arrive at the Rotten Skull. You remember this place is it's a decrepit tavern inn with skulls of different species hanged on the walls and around the door. And you walk in. Yep.
I might just as I'm approaching, turn away from the camera, turn back. Distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. So, internet. Knock your shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Take the appearance of the distinguished
Yeah,
gentleman. Yep. As I walk in.
So as you walk in, with the appearance of the distinguished gentleman, you see all the lowlives from murderers to thieves to assassins to everything here. And you do recognize your contact, Hansel, chilling at the bar.
Cool.
So
Hansel just. Oh, yeah.
So this bar, where he's sitting at, because when you first arrived here, his back was towards you, but the bar is shaped in like an L, and he's currently on the west side, so the left side as you enter of the bar, where it forms the little kick out for the L, and he's looking out the door, waiting for basically seeing somebody wearing your clothes arrive.
Yep. I'll give a nod, and Hansel will hear in his head, "Alright, it's me. Where do we go to talk?"
Upstairs, same room.
"I'll see you there in a minute." And I'll just head straight upstairs.
You head upstairs and arrive in the room with Hansel walking in, maybe about like 30 seconds behind you.
No worries, just before Hansel rocks up, drop the distinguished gentleman, revert to deceit,
Yep.
healing, paint, sparkling, is it, yep. Oh, we have a
Uta!
new arrival.
Hello.
Hello!
Oh wow.
Welcome on in, Uta. I will.
I've become half willed.
Yep. I'm working
In
on
your
it.
dreams.
Wow.
Uta, I will catch you up in like 5 minutes.
I'm
No, you're
invading
good. I
your
saw
frame.
your net
This is
went
my
out.
frame now.
So yeah, while I'm doing this, then all of us, then he walks in after you have transformed. What do you mean? Explain now.
She's clear. Oh, wait. All right. Not natural form. So many voices to remember. All right. Okay. So I've done some digging on Sarah. She's clearly dangerous. She can fight.
We knew of this.
I was told that. I asked, would it be dangerous? You said, no, not with her. She's a fucking pussycat.
We had suspicions that she is combat capable, but we figured that with you being a magic caster, that it would be no problem. Are you too scared?
There's plenty of ways to get stabbed, even with my magical nonsense. But this changes the deal. You didn't give me all the information. I'm gonna need payment in advance to keep doing this.
Give me a persuasion check. I was debating about which one I was going to have you roll for me.
That is a 12 plus persuasion is another plus 8, so dirty 20.
30-20. Alright, give me... Have to find that
God
one.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, plus 8. Yeah, dirty 20.
Taken a bit back by this. How much in advance?
Another month's supply.
You just hear him snarl and growl. That will take time. There is not much
Well,
of
not
it
what-
here in Neverwinter.
I'll take everything you have of Neverwinter then.
And he tosses a bag. Got about half of what you would normally be paid with.
Cool. So, month and a half?
Yeah, about a month.
Now
and a half.
I'd have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have I'd have a month and a half. Yeah.
Yep, basically.
Cool. Yeah. Alright. But another half once his job's done, yeah? Another half a month supply.
Once I have another half months of supply, I will let you know.
And this is every drop in Neverwinter, you're sure of that?
As sure as I can be. And he's you can give me an insight check. Give me an insight check.
I will. I'm gonna change dice. I'm not loving this one today.
No worries, no worries.
12 insights, I think 5, so 17. Yeah, 17.
Yeah, so he's starting to get real mad with you, like, motherfucker, this is not how you normally operate. What the fuck is going on? Type deal. He's questioning what you're trying to pull here, but you don't think that he's going to attempt to question your quote loyalty, I guess you could say, to completing the mission.
Okay. All right. I'm glad we could sort that out. I hope this doesn't ruin our friendship. You know I care about you, Hansel.
Just
Come on, give me a hug. Come on, bring it in.
yeah, you
Come
go.
here.
You go for a hug. Give me either an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever
take
one's
that.
the higher.
Charisma.
Oh, net 20, baby.
Whoop, 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 boo.
I guess it would be athletics, right? No. Wait, what was it? Sorry.
Athletics
Acrobatics,
or
plus 2.
acrobatics, yeah, whichever one's the higher.
22.
Yeah, he tries to like get a hand on you to like keep you away, but you're able to just like worm your way and get a big old hug around him.
Andre, but I'm a hugger. You know I'm a hugger.
And he kind of wraps around you and pats you on the back. Not right now, but thank you. I don't want it right now. Okay, thank you. And yeah, that happens. Real quick, let me give Uta a quick rundown. So Uta,
Hi guys, I'm here.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
So day started at 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. Forgive me. With Deceit waking up first, kind of feeling like an asshole. For the situation that he finds himself in and trying to bring somebody else back into the fold that he was in who already escaped it. Dion was found perched on top of a rooftop watching the sunrise again. Deceit has headed to run it off to do an errand. Out of character, it would be the Rotted Skull. In character, you want to know that. As well as Dion, about 15 minutes later, also heads off to run an errand. Dion and Lifa have met up in passing, and Milo is currently resting in their room after a night of smuttiness.
Zoomies?
Wouldn't say zoomies per se, but sure, fuck it. We'll go with zoomies.
I mean, it depends on what you're into, I guess.
I mean, that's true.
What did I miss when I passed out? God damn it!
Oh. So
I
for
haven't been
that,
pulled in on that part.
so that part, that's right. So you guys get back to the Rest Tales Inn. You guys get your reward money, which I've already put into your character's sheet.
Yeah,
Rex,
thank you.
Deceit, basically tells Milo to go up to her room and that he will send Sarah up to her and pays because all the employees, all the men and women, are cross-trained, so they are servers, waiters, busboys, busgirls, errand boys and girls, and also ladies and men of the night, so they will keep you company at night in your chamber. And it kind of seemed like Sarah and Milo are kind of having like a thing already. They kind of might have like a crush on each other. And Rex or Deceit paid for Sarah to be with Milo for the night. And yeah. So Milo's recovering from a night of smutty activities, it would seem. And Sarah ran downstairs late for work and is trying to not be completely embarrassed by the fact that her boss knows that this is not normal for her, and it seemed to be like so yeah, Lifa has arrived in town, met up with Dion in passing, and yeah, Deceit's at the Rotted Skull with Dion heading in the same direction. You don't know that in character. All you know is that they're just not at the Rat Tails Inn, and Gribby's the only one that's currently there. So we'll rewind the clock for you. 7 a.m. What do you do?
Fuck, I don't know.
So for beginning of a new day, you're not required to do anything at the moment. You haven't been requested to do anything at the moment. It's just kind of whatever y'all want to do at the moment.
Can you come back to me in a few minutes to let me figure something out?
Yeah, we'll rewind time back to you here in a minute. Let's see here. At the same time that Deceit is having this conversation with Hansel, Dion, you arrive at the Rotten Skull, and I think that is... Welcome on in, Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Oh, that did not.
Ozzy.
Oi.
Tachi, I will fill you in as well in a moment. I just got done knowing that with Halo.
Not too
Whoa.
long to like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something. Yeah, you are robotic-y as hell.
I'm here.
You are here, and now I hear you. Give me a minute. I'll recap you and roll back over to you. Dion, you arrive at the Rotten Skull. You've seen it before, decrepit tavern inn, with skulls of every species hanged on the walls, outside and above the door. What do you do? Dion.
Dion will probably go up to the bar and order a drink.
Yep.
While sitting there and looking around in hopes of hearing something about Joel Kipper.
Hold up, Ozzy. Yeah, so you walk up to the bar. So, what'd it be for you there,
Shame, I
chap?
think it's already know what's going on.
Okay. Sweet. There you go.
Strongest drink, please.
You sure you're able to handle that there, Sonny?
I just give him a glare. I can hold my liquor.
Okay, is it like an intimidation glare or just a glare
No.
of don't fuck with me, it's too early in the morning for this shit type glare?
It's that.
'Kay.
It's my don't fuck with me. I'm just still waking up.
Okay, yeah. So he does the looks and is like, all right. And he comes back and he hands you this whiskey glass size cup. And inside there just seems to be clear liquid, but if you kind of bring it up to your nose, it's strong. Like if you have ever smelled moonshine, that's what you smell.
How much?
Five silvers. Or not 5 silvers, 5 coppas. Sorry.
5 coppers?
I was thinking copper, so I said silver. It's copper. And are you actively listening for something about Joel Kipper?
Yes, I'm hoping to try and hopefully find out where he is staying in terms of the Rotten Skull, and just because I could, I'm also going to pull out 1 platinum, and I'm going to say, get everyone a shot, just because I can.
He'll take it and bite on it. All right. Oi! This nice man just paid for our money to have a drink on him. What up? Deceit, you would actually give me a perception roll. Or a perception check, forgive me.
Have I come downstairs yet?
No, this is while you're having the conversation with Hansel.
Gotcha.
It's probably about the same time that you're trying to hug him.
A 16, I believe. Yeah, 16.
Okay. Yeah, you hear muffled sound of that somebody just paid for drinks, for a round of drinks. Downstairs. Dion, give me a perception check.
Alright, don't fail me now, dice. And it's failed me. That would be a 4.
Okay. What's your passive?
11.
11. Okay. Through all the noise and everything, because unlike the Rest Hills Inn, this place is packed, so there's a lot of noise. It seems like this place is packed almost at all times of the day. Yeah, right now you can't pick up anything, not even in Thieves' Camp. of any whereabouts of Kipper.
Damn.
So you can ask around that, or you can attempt to do another perception check.
I think I'm gonna do another perception check.
Okay. And I want to say that this time you're not only just listening, but you're looking. You're trying to find Kipper.
All right. So I'm gonna actually use D&D Beyond's dice for this time.
Okay. I'll see
And
the
it's
result on my end. 15?
15.
Uh,
See which dice are less cursed.
good luck with that. Okay. You start to pick up somebody saying Joel or Kipper, or the combination there in conversation. Just regular conversation, not even the thieves can't. And you start looking in that direction. You think you might spot him, but you can't tell from this distance just because of how crowded it is. It's not too far away, it's just how many people are in here right now. What do you do?
Dion's gonna stay put for the time being still, but he's just gonna most likely focus just slightly focus his attention on that direction
Okay, yeah.
while taking a sip of his whiskey moonshine. Or whiskey, if you will.
It's like a mix of the two. Like, it smells strong and it tastes like a whiskey, but it is, you can feel it. Like, this is like high proof level of alcohol that you're drinking right now.
Moonski.
Yeah, Mooski. We'll call it Mooski. I will say deceit, unless you're doing anything else with Hansel. I say that probably at this point you've done your interaction with your contact, and you arrive downstairs. Give me a perception check.
Can do. 13 plus 5 for 18.
You spot Dion at the bar.
Just gonna make my way out of there without drawing any attention to myself as quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible.
Also, sorry, up in the room before I left, you would have seen, turning
Yep.
back into the distinguished gentleman.
I kind of figured that. Give me then a self check for attempting to leave without drawing attention to yourself.
Damn it.
Fail.
That is a nat 2 plus 5 for 7.
Dion,
Right.
you said
Oh, yes.
Dion, you said your active or passive perception is an 11, correct?
Correct.
You spot trying to sneak their way out, possibly like just as they're getting to the door in your field of view. Deceit. Well, maybe not
Wouldn't
deceit.
recognize
Yeah,
me.
you want to recognize this form, but you recognize the clothing.
It's distinctive.
You recognize the clothing,
Purple red suit.
but
Yeah.
just with your passive, you're not able to really distinguish like facial features or anything like that. You just notice that the clothing pattern roughly and the colors match Deceit's outfit.
Dion will put that into the back of his head for later.
Damn, we'll remember this.
They don't remember this. And yeah, if you want, you can make another perception check or whatever. Real quick, you figure that out. I'm going to roll over to Uta and Tachi and roll back time a little bit for them. 7 in the morning, you guys wake up. What do you all do? It's a new day. And that's to both Uta and Tachi, whoever wants to go first. Or speaks first, I guess I should say. Nobody jumped the gun too quick.
Pretty much. If I'm not sounding like a robotic.
Yeah, you're sounding fine right now.
Cool. I had to rejoin the call.
Yeah, no worries.
So,
Nope.
so what Atashi would do is he'd wake up, walk down, and try and find a training ground to train to get his mind off thinking about war and remembering about what happened where he used to live.
Yeah, so you asked some of the patrons and a couple of the people that work at the Rest Hills Inn, and you're pointed towards the same kind of area where the Western Wall Guardhouse is. It's about the closest area for like a training ground. And you arrive there, we'll say it's probably about 7:45-ish. And as you're making your way out the Rest Hills Inn, you do see Dion perch up on a roof, just looking at the view and waiting for the sun to come up, not really looking down at the ground. And yeah, you make your way to basically the same area where the Western Wall Guardhouse is at, and you do see members of the guard training with like wooden and hay stuffed sack dummies, and with some wooden weapons sparring against each other. There's even some hand-to-hand close quarter combat skirmishing going on. Yeah. About as much of a training ground as you're going to get. It is kind of fenced off, in like kind of an area that is designated to be only entered by people of Neverwinter Guard that are part of the Neverwinter Guard. There is a guardsman standing kind of like at the entrance into this training ground area. What do you do?
Well,
Nope.
To him and ask if I can train with him, because I've been hired a few times to help him out.
Yeah.
I think you didn't
No, I
Yeah.
got enough
Yeah.
to know what you
do
want.
that?
I got enough to understand what you're wanting.
Okay.
So yeah, you walk up to him and say this, and he'll go, "Yeah, so I remember you. Yeah, you may come in and try. If you wish, you may also ask any of the guard to spar with you. Yes. Make sure you swap out your actual weapon for wooden weapon if you want to spar." Yeah, he permits you entry into the training ground area.
I'll definitely change out my weapons for training ones. Cool.
Yep.
So I'd go to where the wooden training ones are and pick up 2 swords.
Yeah.
If that's what they're called. Willing to spar with me?
Yeah, so you walk over and pick up basically it's like a weapons rack, like you've seen like in shops and whatever, where you could just pull straight out and bam, you have a weapon. And yeah, there are gray swords, long swords, short swords, all in racks, and yeah, you pull them out, and a couple people think they can take you, and they start training with you. Not going to really want to, don't really want to RP this out unless you want to, but yeah, you just start training with them.
Yeah, I'm all good with that.
Uta, you were the last person to wake up today.
I was the last person to wake up today.
Well, technically, it's still 7
On
o'clock.
brand.
It's still 7 o'clock.
It's pretty on brand. All right. So, after 20 minutes, I have decided I would like to try and go get some new armor.
Okay. So you wake up and make your way. Do you want to go to the Adventurer's Bazaar? Or the Protector Enclave Bazaar?
We can check there first.
Okay, yeah. You make your way there. It's going to take, you probably arrive at about the same time as Tachi at the training grounds. So, okay. And yeah, you arrive to serve the... Give me 2 seconds, I need to verify this, because I don't have this written down on that chapter's notes. That's right. In the center of the Protector's Enclave Bazaar, or the Adventurer's Bazaar, whatever you want to call it, you see a gray hair, like, bit of a dark gray hair. Not like because they're old, but just the way their hair is.
Anime gray.
Anime gray. A female Neko, with her stand of different pieces of armor. And she sees you walk up and goes, "Well, hello there. What can I do for you today?"
I would like to replace my armor. This chainmail is almost falling apart on me after some battles.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
Heavier duty armor, I guess?
So, like, full plate?
Or like plate.
And I'm assuming just mundane full plate, nothing magical? Or are you
Sorry,
looking...
repeat that, it cut out.
Are you looking for mundane full plate or magical full plate?
I do a little bit of both.
Nope.
Damn.
I know. Mundane. Fuck. Mundane. She's got mundane, just not magical.
Alright,
Does she
I can deal
have
with normal for now.
full plate? No, she does not have full plate. Let's take a look at your character sheet. And then Lipa, I will circle back around to you, and then Dion. Inventory, armor, proficient, common. Splint. She has currently right now for like heavy armor. Let me actually take a look at this real quick. She currently has splint armor as heavy armor.
She has what? Sorry.
Splint armor. It is heavy armor. Basically, she'll show it to you and be like, "This armor has is made of narrow strips with metal riveted to it, with a bit of leather backing," and she shows you kind of the inside of it. Think of a full thing of leather armor, but instead of it just being the leather, there is iron riveted to it. It'll be about 200 gold.
Out of character, there would technically be other places I could look, right?
Technically, yes. But the likelihood of finding
But this
anything
is like one of the better ones.
one of the better ones, and also finding anything magical is going to be hard right now, unless you find it on your adventuring as a loot. Magical armor is just not something that is commonly sold just because of the materials required to make it. But Splendid Armor, out of character, would keep has a base AC of 17, so it'd be a 1-point increase compared to Chain. You would still have disadvantage on your self check, though.
Of course.
So,
Hmm.
200 gold, split.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So, do you want to sell your chain or just hold on to it?
I'll sell it.
Okay. So, mark 200 gold out of your inventory. Like, well, yeah, this armor has seen better days. I'm willing to pay 25 gold for it.
Okay.
So, if you've already marked 200 out, give yourself 25. If you have not, just take out 175 gold.
Job's done.
And yeah, we're gonna roll back over to Leafa, who arrives at the Raz Tales Inn. You've been here before, like I said. You see the moniker that you've recognized before, and you walk in and you see a somewhat blushed Sarah, the Calico Neko Kara, and Morg inside with some patrons. At this point in the day, in general, for the party, I'm going to say that it is about almost 10 o'clock, roughly, is what I'm going to call it as.
Okay.
So, what do you do? Oh,
Do
and
I
you-
see anyone from the party in the tavern when I enter?
You see Gribby,
I
and
see Grippy.
last time you saw Gribby, he was in a bit of tattered clothes. It was like whatever he could get his hands on when he was just being a goblin serving a goblin boss.
Okay.
Now he's wearing something that is similar to what you saw Deceit wearing when you all first met. And also
Okay.
has a bowler hat on of the same color. A very nice bowler hat,
Yeah.
like way more
They've dabbered him up.
they've dabbered him up. And he will
Well,
actually spot you and go,
Oh.
"Bunny lady!"
I hear him and notice him over at the table that we usually that I last saw the party sitting at, and
Yeah.
wave back and approach the table and say, "Oh, Ruby, how have you been? You're looking a lot better than I last saw you." Like,
Yeah, Rex has taken good care of me. He's took me under his wing. I'm just helping out
Aw.
right now while he goes and runs an errand at the moment. It's just myself. Milo's upstairs, but she's resting at the moment.
okay,
And he kind of leans in a bit and kind of hides his mouth from the rest of everybody that is there, and goes, I think her and Sarah had a bit of fun time last night, if you catch what I'm saying.
well, I'm glad everyone's enjoying themselves at least in these trying times.
Yeah, and now here I am helping them out, doing whatever they need me to do.
Okay, well, so everyone's kind of out for the day then. It's just
Just me at the
you
moment.
and Milo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Milo, who's probably sleeping at the moment.
Have you had breakfast?
Yeah, Rex took care of me
Okay.
already.
I might sit down and have a bit of a bite if you don't mind.
Well, what do you want? And you see him kind of out of like, another pocket that's on his apron because he's also wearing an apron at this moment. He doesn't have a jacket on, but he does have the rest of his ensemble on. Pulls out this like
Okay.
little pad of paper, or a parchment, and is like, "What do you want?"
Maybe some carrot cake and a tea?
Anything else?
No, that's all, thank you. I don't need much.
All right. And he runs off the table, sticks the landing, and goes up to Morg, who you remember being this big, burly, older human with salt and pepper going on in his hair. But very, very, like, you don't want to piss him off. But really
Okay.
gentle soul. when he's been speaking with y'all. And Grippy just hands up the little piece of paper. Morg bends over, grabs it, calls back to the kitchen. Bless you.
Bless you.
And about 5-10 minutes later, comes back with with one of those like serving trays, above his head, and he kind of has to stand up on his tippy toes and slides the serving tray onto the table, climbs onto it, takes the plate off and the cup of tea, down. And also, it seems like he's also brought a pot of like, of the tea, warm hot. It's not like burning hot, but pleasurable hot. Pot of the same tea that's in your drink. It's like, that'll be a silver and a copper.
Silver and a copper.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Gribby.
Not a problem. Whenever I'm not with Rex or with y'all, I'm here helping out the Rascals. I even get to make a little bit of money on the
Amazing.
side.
Oh, sounds like it works out for everybody.
It works out for everybody. And he'll take the money and anything else you want at this time?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm just gonna enjoy my cake and my tea.
Okay.
I'll just wait kind of while I eat my carrot cake and my tea.
Yeah.
See if anyone arrives at the tavern in the meantime. So was it a copper and a silver, was it?
Copper and silver, yep.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
And at this point, I will say, Deceit, you think that you got away from having any attention drawn to you. And you make your way out of the rotten skull. At which point in time, Dion, if you want, roll for another perception check.
That's a perception.
Yep.
God damn it, that is a 7. So an 8.
Roll with advantage.
Great.
Ooh, with advantage.
Yeah, from where you're at right now, you're just unable to fully confirm. You keep hearing his name over there, but you don't know if he is over there truly. At this point, you're going to have to close the gap.
Is there any slightly open seats close by?
No. The only open seat is probably right where you think he is at.
Son of a bitch is what is going through his head.
Sorry, bro. The dice just be dice. They do dice things.
Right, well, Dion is going to take another mouthful of the moonski.
Yeah.
And gonna try again at a later point of the morning.
Dion's
Well.
getting turned.
Yep.
Moonski, can that be our party name?
Moonski. The Moonskis.
The Boonskis.
The Boonskis. At this point, Tachi, Uta, is there anything that you all want to do at this time?
I would like to go shopping for something, but I can't figure out what yet, so give me like 2 minutes.
Give me a description of what you're trying to do, and I'll see if I can't help you out.
I would like to buy things for the party.
Specifically?
Just like a ring.
Ring. Any kind of ring, or just a mundane ring?
A ring that represents each everybody.
Okay.
She's proposing to the party.
Lost.
With the Boonski
I would like
crest.
to marry all of you. I would love to marry all of you.
The Boonski first. Hey,
Like a ring that a sorcerer would wear, or a fighter would wear, or a fucking ranger would wear.
Okay.
Like stuff like that.
We're becoming a
Rings
polycule.
related to their classes.
Rings related to their classes. So just nothing special, just something related to their classes, eh?
Yes, but I also want it to be a nice ring.
Okay, but nothing magical is what I'm getting at, correct?
Yes, nothing
Okay.
magical. Just
So
a nice ring. A
you
token of friendship.
You ask around, trying to find out if there's a jeweler nearby, and that might have something like this, or anybody that would have something like this. And you're pointed in the direction of a jeweler's shop, about 30 minutes away from the bazaar, actually. If outside the shop, there's a couple of windows, and above the door, not hanging, but just set above the door, will say, Julstein's Jeweler. And kind of in the windows, you can kind of tell that these are some of like showcase windows, where you see fairly nice rings for an average person to buy, an everyday person to buy. Nothing posh, but not completely shit. Just a nice medium right in between. You see simple things, you see wedding rings, you see rings with like a small diamond or gemstone placed into it. Flat rings, big rings, little rings, all shapes and different sizes. You also see some necklaces that are in different shapes or forms, or have also again different diamonds or gemstones embedded into it. I had to think of the correct word for a second. And yeah, what do you do?
Well, I would like to walk inside and look around, see if I can find anything that would be of similar words. Fuck. Be to my liking in the sense of how I would want them. I don't know.
Okay, no. I get what you're saying. You don't have to fully
Explain how
explain.
I want it.
I will
Okay.
do I will work with what you give me. So you walk in and you hear a little ding, a little chime go off. And you see a behind the counter. You hear behind from somewhere. I'll be right with you. And a couple moments later, you see coming up from like a little workshop room, just a dwarf with brunette hair and a brunette beard that's braided multiple times. There still are sections where it's loose, but it has like about 5 different parts where it's braided. Climbs up and says, "What can I do for you there, little one?"
First off, out of character, I'm so happy you made it a dwarf, because that's what I would have imagined it to be. It's just amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Other than that, okay. I'm looking for some rings to give some friends of mine, just as a token of gratitude for friendship.
All right. So I'm going to assume that you wanted to be on a bit of a budget then. Is that right?
Yes and no.
All right.
I'm not really worried about it at the moment.
Well, follow me. He'll walk down the counter, kind of down behind this counter, which is also a display area. And he stops behind this entire display case of rings of different shapes, sizes, colors, engravings, gemstones, diamonds, all of it. Just nothing but rings. And he's like, "Well, these are all the rings I have here. Is there anything in particular you want for these friends of yours?"
I want to get them to where it matches what they are, like what they're proficient in.
All right. Well, give me some descriptions about what they do, and I'll see if I can't whip out something for you.
Well, one of them, the amazing Milo, she is a Neko cleric, So
Oh, cleric.
something along the lines of matching that. And then we also have the great human ranger Itachi. So just stuff along the lines that match what they do.
Oh, what does the rest of your friends do? So we got a cleric and a ranger. What else?
We have a... Do I actually know what they all are?
I would say
In
after
character?
in character, after your like 2 missions, you would know like, okay, these people are spellcasters, these people are this kind of fighter or this kind of whatever.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you would
Um,
kind of be able to tell based off of what they're able to do and what they do, what spells they cast. Being able to
Would I
cast
know
spells yourself.
that? Would I, as Uta, know that Deceit is a changeling?
No, not in character. Out of character,
Okay,
yes.
so
In
what-
character, no, not yet.
What would
He was.
what would I describe him as?
You would describe him as
From what
you
I
know
know.
him. Yeah, from what in character, from what you know.
Just a human man with a mustache who
Thank you. Okay.
throws fireballs. Like, yeah, magic user of some type.
I'm
Yeah.
just a man.
Just a
Just
man.
Just a
Just a man,
man.
man.
So yeah,
We have the mysterious Asimir rogue, Dion. The amazingly adorable bunny, Leafa, who is a sorcerer. And then we have the last one is a human, I'm pretty sure. Kind of more gentleman than anything, I would say, from what I've been around him with. He's a sorcerer as well.
all right. You want to keep it simple. You don't want anything that could get in the way of them fighting, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Well, that takes all those ones out of the equation. Okay. And he opens up the backing of this display case and starts pulling out racks of rings. It's like, well, and he starts pointing out to different ones. Points out one that has engravings on it. It's a thin band, like what most women would wear. But it has a bunch of engravings, very Celtic in nature. And the band itself is red with what seems to be somehow forge welded with it some gold, or magically welded to it some gold just on the outside. Thin bits, but thick enough to be able to see. Maybe this one for your cleric friend. And he looks and goes, ASMR. He points at distinctly a black ring, which seems to be kind of has different like wave patterns in it, like Damascus steel does. Maybe this one for your ASMR friend. For your friend. What about this one? He points at a purple band, which again has Celtic engravings in it, in some parts of it, but also looks to be Damascus steel as well. Bit of a thicker band, about the same thickness as the other 2 rings. Then let's see here. One for Bunny. Oh, this green one should do well. This thin green ring, single band with a emerald, actually embedded into the ring itself. It's not like a diamond ring like you normally see for like a wedding ring, such like this. No, this is actually like in the ring itself. He places that one down, and then maybe this one, and it's another dark ring, but it's a thicker band ring. that is just plain, nothing really on it per se. Maybe with the exception of maybe like some silver on the outside of the main band. I would recommend these for your friends. Of course, if they don't fit them initially, they can come to me and I will resize them free of charge.
They are very beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I take pride. I make every single one of these pieces of jewelry myself.
You do fine work, my friend.
Oh, thank you. In total, it'll cost you about... I would say, since you're buying a bunch of them, we'll say 225 gold. Would that be fair to you?
Yeah, that's a good price.
So, and with you being a paladin, you do kind of have a bit of a sense of ability to sense magic. Not really much, but you can tell whether or not something does have a bit of arcana to it. None of these have arcana to it. They're just plain mundane rings. And yet,
Also one for me.
one for you.
I forgot about that. One for me.
He pulls out another Celtically engraved thin blue band ring with a sapphire embedded, much like the green one, with a sapphire embedded into it. And it's not a really big. The sapphire and emeralds are not really big gemstones. They are very, very small. They're like something that you would add to a band that already has a fairly decent sized stone to it already. With this one, that'll take it up to about 250 gold. If that is fair to you.
Yeah.
So, mark 250 gold. There's really nothing in D&D Beyond to mark or to have for rings, so just
Have rings, yeah.
maybe put down in your character sheet notes or in your notebook that you've bought 5 rings for everybody, and then you already
You
have one
can
on.
add custom items.
Oh yeah, you can do custom
D&D
items
Beyond.
too.
Wouldn't I need 6 rings?
Yeah.
You said 5.
Yeah, 5, not including yours.
Oh, okay, right.
Because you're going to
My
put
bad.
yours on already. I'm telling you for your own sake of keeping track of which
That's
ones
fair.
you have.
Okay.
Schmack.
I would like to give. Shut up. I'm going to take out 275 and give him 25 gold.
Okay. Yeah, mark that off. And he goes, well, thank you very much. And walks over. You kind of see the same thing like you've seen at the Red Tails Inn where they have a jar. They taps a crystal on the top of it and it lights up a little bit and then dims out again, pulls the top of it off, puts the money in there, puts the top back on, taps it again with the crystal, lights up, dims back down, and yeah. You now have those rings.
Quick question. Could, in character,
Yes.
to him, is there any like little gift boxes that you have?
Oh yes, of course. My apologies. And he'll run back and he'll grab standard ring boxes. He'll bring out 5 standard ring boxes. They're not like felt or anything. They're more like wood on the outside, a wood box with a hinge, and maybe like some silk with maybe some sort of padding to keep the ring in there, and then some padding up top with silk on there as well.
And how much for the boxes?
No. I completely forgot about them. They come with the price of the rings.
Well, thank you again, sir.
And yeah, I presume you head out and attempt to find your comrades to give them to them.
No, I would
Nope.
like to head back to the Rat's Inn.
So yeah, you make your way back to the Rest Tails Inn. Dion, unless it actually hold up, not yet, Dion. Leaf, you're still at the Rest Tails Inn. Do you still just want to chill and vibe there, or is there anything that you want to do in particular?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna chill and vibe, hang out with Gribby, keep him company until everyone gets back.
Okay.
Because
Fuck, I
if
forgot one.
it's
Maybe-
like I don't want to leave and miss everyone. So
Yep, no, you're good.
Yeah.
I'll say that he's gone and that he'll just get like a plain steel ring for Gribby, mark another like 25 gold out of your inventory.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I
Rip-
actually felt bad.
Rip
I felt
Gribby.
bad for
Rip
a
Gribby.
non. I
Um,
felt bad for a character that doesn't exist.
you felt bad for not getting one for Gribby the NPC. Tashi, is there anything that you're wanting to do, or you still just want to chill and vibe at the training grounds? When able, of course, and I do have Discord up on my phone if you need to do it that way. Tachi.
Yeah, I'll pretty much just chill at the training ground still.
Okay. Okay, Dion, I'll circle back to you here in a moment. Deceit, you're out of the Rat and Skull, Ron and Skull. What do you want to do?
So when I was speaking with Professor Professorson, yes,
Professor
Laxton. Yeah, he mentioned that there was a possibility of finding dragon blood by was it the East Docks, West Docks?
The West Docks, where ships would come into port. Kind of
Nice.
outside of the city wall.
Oh, okay.
So
In that case,
if you're looking at
yeah.
Roll20, if you look to the full left of the screen,
Mm-hmm.
that's basically where the boats would be.
Right. In that case, yeah, I'd like to mosey on down there and just keep an eye out for any shady looking characters, maybe, ask some questions. The way that Professor Laxton was talking about the
Okay.
substance, it seemed a bit taboo, so I will,
Okay.
kind of dance around what I'm asking for a bit, but see if I
Well-
can find anyone in the know.
You arrive at the docks and you do see a multitude of different types of ships. You see galleys, frigates, men of war, shoops, brigs. You see them all here. And then you also just see regular cargo ships. Not really armed with anything, or to say the least. And the people that are walking up and down the dock, you do see people that are all wearing some sort of garb of different colors that are not of Neverwinter's. You also see Neverwinter garb. You see maybe some people who look like just freight people, or not freight, shipping company, sailors or officers. And then you do kind of get the feeling that you see a bunch of pirates there as well, but they're not showing that they're pirates. People kind of probably already assume that they are pirates, but they're not pirates arrest type deal. They're just they look like pirates, but they haven't done anything bad yet. We're not going to fuck with them yet.
Okay.
So yeah, you ask around. Would you be using Thieves' Cant for this?
Do I know Thieves' Cant?
I think you do. Correct me if
Is
you
that
don't.
shown in the known languages, or is
Yeah,
that
it'll
shown
shown
somewhere else?
it'll shown in your known languages. It'll be along with your proficiencies of tools and shit like that.
Yeah, I've got Undercommon, but not Thieves' Cant, I don't
Okay.
believe.
So you carefully
Yeah.
ask around, and it seems there used to be a small supply, but has gone missing or has been sold already. And based off of what you're kind of getting, it might be just that half month that you just got in advance.
Any chance I can find out where that came from, who delivered it?
Give me an investigation check.
Not my strong suit. Nat 2 for, I think I had like 3 or something. Yeah.
No, you're unable to find out who brought it in or who sold it.
Can I maybe just asking around, and maybe I can burn a couple of spell slots to read people's minds, like surface thoughts, as I'm asking these questions?
Yeah. Give me then another investigation check, but I will give you advantage with it since you're using free thought.
Any chance I can use persuasion, like I'm trying to persuade them to tell me the information?
Yeah, I'd say you can do persuasion.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I rolled a 66 on the Metal D100.
Thank you, Metal D100, our Lord and Savior. I'm going to use a different dice, because that one's starting to go... Ugh, that's cocked.
Reroll.
Okay, 18 plus 8 for 26.
You're pointed in the direction of a ship that it would be classified as a brig. If anybody has seen or played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, basically the hero ship is kind of the shape and size of the ship that you're being pointed towards. And yeah, sitting there is some of its crew standing watch, and you do see somebody that looks like they may be the captain of the vessel. Bit of a taller than average female wearing a white tunic with black leather and a skirt that you can tell just from the docks.
Okay. Ahoy there, Captain!
She'll turn around and be like, "And what do you want there?"
Well, I'm in the market for a special product, and I'm thinking of opening my own supply line, starting my own venture. And I heard word that you might be the person to talk to about this.
Who told you?
I mean, I honestly don't know at this point.
Well, you could just say that this person of this description told you. You didn't catch a name or anything.
Right. Unfortunately, I didn't catch a name, but they looked like a thoroughly untrustworthy person.
And you think we're to be trusted?
Well, there's only one way to find out now, isn't there?
Persuasion with advantage.
Woo! Net 20, baby! Hold on, I'm doing the thing. An 18 and a 20. You can't really see it.
Yep.
Does that show up better?
Yep. I see it.
So, 28.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah. You. What are you looking for in particular?
It's a rare substance, the blood of the dragon. Seems someone's cornered the market. I tend to create some competition, undercut their prices, and make a tidy profit doing so.
As you're saying this, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception. I gotta start leaving this open. Is 15.
Okay. She seems to do some sort of gesture, but you're not able to tell like exactly what kind of gesture or what it's for. And all of a sudden, you have cutlasses drawn on you. Just as a motherfucker, you better not move. And what do you have
Yes.
use of that?
I see I may have approached the wrong person.
No, it's just that I don't trust you.
We should never trust anyone in business. Come on.
I see no real weapons on you.
I came here unarmed. Actually, I probably got a couple of daggers on me.
Yeah, that's
I
what
came
she
here.
is referring to.
All right. I
You-
came here mostly unarmed.
What do you want it for?
To sell. To make us both rich.
Is that deception?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Deception.
Give me a deception check then.
I am going to burn a sorcery point and roll that again.
Okay.
Ugh, God, 13.
She'll give a bit of a head nod, and the cutlasses they don't get sheathed, but they do come down. So they're no longer pointed at you, but they are still drawn. It's hard to get that substance. It'll be some time before I can get more. And it won't be cheap.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I will check in with you periodically, and I'll pay more than whoever else is buying.
The name's Manova. Captain
You can call me.
of the Black Stallion.
Minova. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Minova Black Stallion. You can call me Rex. I'm Rex. It's nice to meet you, Minova.
That's Captain Manova to you.
Oh, I'll get you on a first name basis soon, I'm sure.
Kind of rolls her eyes at that. We'll be in touch.
Not if I see you first.
Huh?
Mm. Yeah.
Pretty much that's kind of like her cue of, all right, I'm done talking to you. Fuck off.
Pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you soon.
She kind of gives you a quick nod and turns back to speaking to the person that she was talking to before. Dion.
I should have changed personas for that.
You
I should give a
should've.
different name. That was dumb.
You should have been.
Oh well. Too late now.
Too late now.
Too late now.
Dion.
Dun, dun,
One time.
dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
What are you doing? You're still at the Run of Skull.
That was the moment he realized
You
he
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
Okay, so it's now back to me.
Yep, it's back to
Nope, it's my turn. Sorry.
you.
I'm gonna attempt to do another perception check. Hopefully this works. I guess an 11 won't get me anything.
No, not really.
Alright.
I'll say this. Because having you continuously roll dice and them just backfiring and being a complete dupe to you at the moment.
I was gonna say since that wouldn't have gotten me anything, Dion probably would have gotten up this time
Okay.
and slowly made his way past the table, trying to get a good look and get.
I would say at
we
that
drop-
point, you do see the man on your poster, the man that you remember seeing much younger in your past when your family was being destroyed. Joel Kipper, sitting, laughing, enjoying a drink. And in fact, he's telling the story of that specific night right now. As you're walking past, what do?
Dion lets his anger get the better of him. He instantly activates Necrotic Shroud.
Okay. So,
Everyone within 10 feet, DC 12 Charisma save, and be frightened.
and that's 10 feet, right?
Within 10 feet of me, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 2 different dice for 2 different groups. Oh, what was the save again?
It was 10, wasn't it?
DC 12.
Okay, so would you be walking kind of towards the door or towards like the corner? Because that's going to help me decide.
Whatever side it would he would have been on closest to Dion.
Closest to Dion. So in order to see him frontally. So you're walking towards a corner. So from that point, using you as the center line, everybody to the left of you fails. And so
Yeah.
does most of the right, but the people at the table around Joel saved, including him.
Son of a bitch. Right.
And at that point,
After.
I want to say that it's initiative time.
Oh yes, let's go.
So go ahead and roll your initiative. And I've
Do I use D&D Beyond or do I use my other dice? I'm gonna use my other dice. Let's see how well it goes.
Okay,
It goes good.
we'll see about that.
It doesn't go good. Because that is a 9.
Rip-a-roni. Assets, free assets. Give me a second, I gotta get couple of characters out.
I think it's confirmed I need to get myself a dice tower because just rolling it on the desk just is not working for me.
Would
I think it's
recommend.
confirmed that you're a fucking nerd. Can you guys tell I'm tired?
No, not really. We'll say that
Are you-
there's.
I'm sorry, are you playing Dungeons and Dragons live on the internet? Are you saying that we're not all nerds?
I
Man, who
mean,
does that? Like,
who does do that? All right. Give me.
Who is this person?
what a
Who is
bunch of
this?
nerds!
What a bunch of
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm
nerds.
doing.
No, you're fine. You're fine. All right. So,
Only my second campaign. Be nice.
be nice. You're fine.
I'm a
Turn.
nerd.
You fuckwit.
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
I
at
don't know
least I
about
didn't
you, you
use
a
my
nerd.
worst insult of all.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So these guys are going to get a. Ooh. Oh, sweet. You already put in your total. I love this.
I love it when people do things for me.
Right? Oh. Ten. Focus. Focus. I saw that, Andrew, so that's the reason why I was like, focus.
It's like, I don't know what the camera was doing there.
Camera just being camera. Oh, dirty 20 on that one. And he rolls
Liking this.
A 16, I think. Hold up, let me verify this. Oh. A 18. Okay. He's sending, and pause that. And look at this one.
Oh, bear.
That.
Oh, bear.
Oh no.
All right,
That's
Bear.
concerning.
Oh, bear. It was nice knowing you.
Yes, it was.
The ominous music.
And I just fucking bought you a ring, goddammit.
That's what he did. Baby, come here.
Give me a second.
What
I'm trying-
happened? Where? I missed
This
it.
is
This is after
the,
you left the run of
This is
skull.
the initiative table. That's
Oh,
Bear's
ah.
roll. These are all NPCs. That's Bear's roll.
As the party points and laughs at Bear.
Okay.
So, what was your backup character?
Yeah. So
Here, I can send you 2 of them.
Bear, you pop off with your necrotic energy, which causes us to go into initiative. Starting off with who's that guy? This guy. This guy, and we're going to say that there's a table that they are surrounded, and then another table behind you. This will be predominantly with theater
Where's
in
it
mind.
coming from?
Roll 20.
Hansel, you're dead to me.
No, Hansel. This isn't Hansel. And yeah, he is going to jump up onto the table, and he is going to attempt to attack you with a scimitar.
Which one is the target on the turn order?
It
If I may ask.
will be the nicer looking character token. It's going to be
Okay.
the one that I just moved.
Which one?
The one by the coat of arms.
Okay.
He gets a total of a 19 to hit against you. Not
That
Joe
hits.
Kipper, his buddy. So I'll say
That
he's right
hits.
there. That hits. Okay, so that'll be 1d6 plus 1. Total of 2 points of damage to you from him.
2 points of damage.
His buddy's going to come over to here. And is going to attempt the same thing with a scimitar. For a grand total of 7 to hit you.
Grand total of 7 on
Yes.
the to hit.
Yes.
Doesn't hit.
Joel Kipper will just look at you and be like, "Wait a second. I recognize you. You that Beaumont kid. I thought you were dead. Time to fix that mistake." And he's going to come around to face you head on. I need to bring up his. I'm currently using a different encounter stats block, which is roughly what these guys are. And he's going to attempt to hit you with... Oh. So as he's running up to you, you see him draw a scimitar and a dagger off of his hip. So I'm going to try to hit you with a semi first. Total of a dirty 20 to hit you on the first attack.
Okay, that hits.
For 6 damage. Gonna come back and slice back at you again for a total of 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
And then the dagger. 17 to hit.
The that hits with the dagger.
24 plus 3. Total of 5 damage as he comes in and goes squish, squish, and stabs you real quick with the dagger. Which of the buddies is that? That's this guy. He's just going to come over to here. And again, he's going to try to hit you with a shimmy. Does a 17 hit you? Or forgive me.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, 17. Okay. 6 damage from him.
Ooh.
Oh, is it that one? It is that one. Okay. This one's going to attack you from behind, and since they are now flanking you, they get advantage on their rolls. Or at least, Kipper and his buddy that's now behind you. I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit you.
No, it does not.
Your turn. So you are currently surrounded basically all on your right side with Kipper in front of you and somebody behind you.
Run the fuck away, please.
Right. Dion is going to pull out his greatsword.
Okay.
He has given up. He has given up on getting the information from Kipper. He's going to attack him with the greatsword. So
Okay.
here we go.
Roll to hit.
Okay, I don't think a 7 will do anything.
No. Unless you
Right.
have a high fucking modifier.
I don't. It's only a +5. I rolled a 2.
Rip.
And Dion is then going to use cunning action
Okay.
to disengage. And he is going to run towards the door in hopes of kiting Kipper outside.
Okay, yeah. You, with using disengage, you're able to disengage from all combatants. And I will say that you're close enough to get about 10 feet outside of the door. So, say that you're, like, over here now.
Alright, well, on the way by, I'm going to flip him the bird and say, I'm going to get you still.
End of turn?
Yep.
Okay. Up next is going to be this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll make it just outside of the door, so he'll be like right there. Essentially. And back up to the top of the order. And that's anytime anybody enters your aura, correct? Or your thingy? Or is it just...
It says, causing all within 10 feet must to make a
At-
charisma save.
at the start or the end of their turn, or just when they enter it? If it does say at the start or at the end, it's when they enter it.
It doesn't. It doesn't say anything about.
Okay, so
entering.
as soon as they enter, because if it doesn't say anything about at the start or at the end, then it's an enter. Delio, he too is going to make it outside and get to you, and is going to attempt to hit you. Come here. Never rolled you yet today. 10 doesn't hit, correct?
No, it does not.
Okay. That's that guy. We'll say that he gets to about there in relation to you. Kipper will come after you. I'll say that he's able to get to about there, and he's going to attempt to hit you again with 3 attacks, 2 scimitars and 1 dagger. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Oh, but that is 17, 18. Does a 22 hit?
Yep.
Lucky enough, I rolled really badly on the damage die. 4 points of damage on the second scimitar strike, and the dagger, 18 to hit.
That hits.
That will be 7 points of damage with the dagger. Really just getting in at you with the dagger.
How much?
7.
Ooh, Dion's not looking good.
He'll make it out of the door. That's it for his turn. Well, I guess they could. Yeah. And that's that guy there. E2 will make it there. It's going to attempt to hit you with the scimitar as well. And will miss. Because he rolled a total of 7. Dion, your turn.
Once again, I am going to take a swing at Kipper.
Yep, roll to hit.
Son of a bitch, a 7 again.
Yikes.
This is with D&D Beyond, by the way.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're trying to, but he's just being a bit wily.
Yep, he's a wily old fox. I am going to action surge. I can take 1 additional action on my turn.
What do you do?
And I am going to...
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I'm going to try and hit him again with my greatsword.
Okay.
An 11 doesn't get me anything, does it?
No, you miss, unfortunately. He's able to block with the dagger on the second strike.
Alright. Since that was no bonus action, it doesn't say anything. I am going to use cunning action once again.
Okay.
To disengage and hopefully kite him towards any guards if he's since I've got him fixated on me by up to my max distance.
Okay, so you go 30 feet. Unfortunately, there's no, like, real guards in this area. This is, like, a very desolate area where guards don't typically come through here. But you could try to make your way back towards a part of the district to where there would be guards.
That's what I'm going to be doing then.
Okay. So you go 30 feet. And we will say that everybody's chasing you at the moment. Say they all get 1 more round of attacks on you. So, and then once we get back to the time, yeah, here in a bit we'll go on a break. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
4 points of damage from him. So that's 1 guy. Second guy.
4 points, was it?
Yes, 4 points.
Leon is bloody.
13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. So that was 2. This is... No, that was... Yeah, so this is 3. 9 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Natural 1 completely misses. Actually, ends up tumbling over his own feet. He'll fall behind. Last guy, 9 to hit, doesn't hit you. A 16 to hit from Kipper.
16 equals.
So first hit will be 7 points of damage. We'll miss with the second scimitar attack. And we'll miss with the dagger. Comes up to you. You can just choose to just dash, but they will all get an opportunity of attack against you.
Even if I use cunning action?
Unless you use cutting action, then they will not. Forgive me. I thought cunning action was an action to use. My apologies.
No, it's a bonus.
So yeah, if you use cunning action and then use your action to dash, then you can go 60 feet. To where I want to say that since they've already taken their hits at you, they will not be able to. They'll try to catch up to you, but if you just keep repeating that, we could just say that you just keep running and disengaging each time. Because by the time they catch up to you, they're within striking range
Yeah. Okay.
on their turn. So I'm not going to roll any more dice because by the time they catch up to you, that is their turn.
All right. Well, who are we on in terms of the turn order? We're on you,
At this point, since we're in a chase, I'm just going to say it's them and then you.
yeah? Okay. Well, then I am going to use cunning action.
Okay.
And I am going to continue dashing.
Okay. You dash for a long while. Probably about another 30 or so minutes. You're starting to feel the effects. You're about to fall under your own weight at this point, where you manage to spot a guard just barely out of the corner of your eye. As you're blasting through into an intersection, they're about 30 feet behind you when you see this guard. What do you do?
I'm gonna flag him down, pulling out my bounty poster of Kipper
Okay.
and see if I can get him to hopefully get some backup to try and get this man.
And when you show the bounty poster, he sees it, and when he sees you also all bloodied up, there are some other guards around, probably about like half a dozen, and he will call for them and will go, and they will basically take up position. He will take up position in front of you, while the others take up positions on either side of you. So the right side will, so on your right side, there's only 2 of them. On your left, there's 3 with him in front of you. And, yeah, by the time they, Kipper and his boys notice, basically it's too late for Kipper. Kipper is, like, right there, and he's not going to be able to run. He's, like, 10 feet away from the lead guard. The rest of them are about another 15 back. They decide, nah, fuck this shit, we're out, turn around and start running. The guards fucking go down upon Kipper. To which, when he sees you and them, all weapons drawn at him, he will go, I surrender. I surrender.
What a plan!
Yeah, you got lucky. You got fucking lucky. With
Saved
that,
by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
shit, saved by the hair of your chinny chin chin. With that,
I
before we
pretend
get-
that was a plan.
with that, we are going to take a break. I want to say about a 10-minute break since it has been 2 hours, even though stream's been a bitch. We are going to take a break. So about 10-minute break for my players. I will see y'all in about 10. Chat, I will see you when I get back. Refill your drinks. Get yourself some numbers. Go use the head if you have to. But don't change that motherfucking channel. We'll be right back.
No, I didn't get it. The line was too fucking long.
No, that's fair.
Oh.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, it would have taken me another 20 minutes.
Fuck that shit. We come back
I'll go
to
later.
the aftermath of Dion almost getting absolutely curb stomped by Kipper and his buds. Luckily enough, was able to be saved by the chance encounter of about a dozen guards being in the near the intersection where he's plowed through to save the day. And at this point, Dion, it is still you. Kipper has surrendered himself. What do you want to do? Because you have to be clapped in irons or taken away. You all are still at that spot.
I want him to be clasped in irons.
Do you want to clasp him or do you want them to clasp him?
I want them to clasp him,
Okay.
and I'll ask him, when you've put him away, can you come to the Rat's Tails Inn and give me the location? I want to talk to him.
The guard that you interacted with first will say, "Yep, we can do that. Just so you, and also since you're the one that found him and brought him to us, you'll still get the bounty reward. And yeah, as soon as we get him to where we're going to keep him, we'll send a messenger."
Thank you.
Alright.
And and Dion slowly limps, bloody, holding his chest, well, his side under his on his ribs, and makes his way to the Rat's Tail Inn.
Yeah, you have cuts all over you, and a couple of stab wounds. And yeah, you're just doing everything you can right now just to try to keep yourself together, and you begin to slowly make your way, feeling the adrenaline leaving your body, and all the pain and weak strength just, well, the pain just becoming more and more noticeable, and your strength is waning away from you. At this point, I'm going to say that during this time leading up to this, at this point in time, it would be midday. So if there's anything that Uta or Lifa want to do, since the Seat and Dion have done their things, and Tachi's still just chilling and vibing at the training grounds at the moment.
No, I wanna wait for Bear to get back to the bear or to the Bear's Inn.
To the Bear's
Rat's Tail
Inn?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for people to show up. So
I don't know a character named Bear.
Follow up.
Yeah, right?
It's all good. All right, yeah. So at that point, then I will say during all of that, Uta, you arrive at the Rat's Tails Inn, and in your usual spot, you see Lifa just chilling, having a nice cup of tea. And I want to say that Gribby's probably come back, jumped up onto the table, and is asking right now, Lifa, if there's anything else that you want, any food, or a refresh on the pot of tea.
it's getting a bit late in the day now. I think I might actually have a spot of lunch.
Well, what do you want for lunch? Whips out his little pad of parchment.
I'll have a veggie pie with a cider.
Veggie pie with the side of cider. You got it. That'll be 8 copper.
8 copper.
Yeah, yep.
Done.
He'll take the 8 copper and walk back over, hands the 8 copper to Morg, who's bent over, and also the order for it. And you kind of notice, Leaf, that every time that Gribby gets an order and comes back with the money, you kind of see Morg and Sarah and Kara just kind of cheer him on, saying, "Good job, little dude. Keep it up."
Aww.
Things like that. Even if he does get any tips, they and especially when he does get any tips, they kind of knows that he gets a little sad about that. Like, damn it, I thought I did a good job, and they're like, "Nah, you did a good job. Don't worry about it." You might see them kind of slip him a couple of copper pieces or a silver piece out of their own tips to kind of cheer him up. And about the time that he brings you back your veggie pie and cider, Uta, you walk in, and that's where you see Lifa and Gribby serving up lunch to Lifa. And I'll say that, let's see real quick. That's a D12. I don't want a D12. I want a D20. Thank you.
D80.
Gribby kind of notices you at the corner of his eye, and he kind of looks over real quick, and he goes, "Little cat girl!"
Wait, does Lifa know I'm a cat?
Yeah, because of your the sewer mission, because you took off your garb.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I couldn't remember if
Yeah.
she was there. My bad. Okay. Right. Okay. Never mind. Okay. back to the interesting stuff, not my boring shit I just did.
Yeah.
I just kind of see them notice me and kind of nod my head and start walking over there.
You walk over
And
there.
while
and-
I'm walking over there, while I'm walking over there, I would like to pull Gribby's ring box out and kind of just hand it to him.
And he kind of looks at it and goes, "What's this?"
It's for you.
Starts to reach into the little pocket that you see everybody put any tips in. Starts fumbling around in there. You hear it clinking. Gets ready to pull out like a couple of gold pieces.
David, you turn it down.
Here you go.
No, Gribby. It's for you. You don't need to pay for it. It's for you.
Gift?
Yeah.
You just see his eyes fucking widen. Puts the money back in his fucking pocket and pops open. Oh. Precious. No, he doesn't do that. He'll take it out and go, "Whoa." And he'll test a couple of fingers and he finally finds the one that it'll actually stay on. He goes, "Thank you." He kind of walks over to the edge of the table, stands up on his tippy toes a little bit, because you are a little bit taller than him, even with him on the table, and he goes, "Pat, pat."
You're welcome, Gribby.
You want anything?
No, I'm good.
You're sure? No drink, no food?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You good, Miss Leafa?
I am great, thank you.
Okay. Goes back, hops off the table, grabs the serving tray, and walks back with it. Kind of a little bit high because it's a bit. It's almost his height and diameter, so he kind of has to keep it up off the ground. He kind of has to do like a very high running arm type deal with it. Yeah, it's on you guys now because you guys are now the only two at the red seals in. So, Uta or Leafa?
Easy.
Oh, okay. I kind of look up and suddenly realize that Rita is by the table and say, "Hi, like it's good to see you."
Long time no see, even though it's only been, what, 4 hours?
Meh.
Nah, I feel like it's been longer though. It is very good to see you. How is you and how did all the adventures go without me? I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
They were fun. I sliced a guy in half.
Good job.
He pissed me off.
It sounds like it. I'm glad you're okay though.
Yeah, my armor not so much. I had to go get some new ones this morning.
Oh no.
But hey, I'm nice and shiny now, so.
That's good. Seems everyone's disappeared for the day. I've been waiting for everyone to come back.
Yeah, we kind of just had a day off after we got back yesterday.
That's
So
fair.
we just kind of did what we needed to.
Rest is good. That makes sense.
From what I've heard, Milo had a interesting time.
I heard about that. Yes.
I'm
But-
pretty sure I passed out before it happened. So
Well, that's always good. You don't particularly want to be caught up awake with that. But
I think I got woken up to some banging. I don't know.
do you know when
Banging, literally.
oh god. Do you know when we
Yes.
need? Do you know when we need to meet next for our next mission?
I do not.
Okay. Hopefully the others will know.
They should be getting back soon, I think.
Okay. Would you like anything? I'm just having some lunch.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
And we'll say at this point, probably, unless there's other things that you guys want to RP out, about an hour and
Dion.
a half rolls around, and Dion comes through. Actually, no, forgive me. About an hour later, I want to say that Deceit comes through because Dion's coming back gimpy. So yeah, Deceit. I'm presuming that at this point you're probably wandering back to the Rat's Tails, or is there
Yeah,
other
yeah.
things?
Going
Okay.
back to Rat Sales, back into Rex, and yeah.
Yep. So you make it back to the Rat's Tails Inn before Dion or Tachi, and yeah, you come in and let's see here. Yeah, let's see. This is- you just hear Rex.
And I assume Gribby's calling from the table.
No, he's actually on top of the bar at the moment, serving. Just got done serving a guest that's there.
Ah, my boy! And I'll also just look over to our table to see if anyone's there, our usual spot.
Yeah, you see Lifa, who has just arrived in the city, and Uta.
The fucking rabbit! Jesus, I forgot about you. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't reach out. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Oh, welcome back. You come to rejoin our merry band.
Of course.
Oh,
Wouldn't want to be away too long.
I don't think we could manage without you. It's great to have you back. And I'll just turn to Uta. We're not splitting the last pot with her, right?
Kind of just give him a frowning but sassy, sarcastic look.
Nothing but sassy, sarcastic.
like it would be a raised, droopy eyebrow with a smirk slash frown.
Frowning.
Yeah.
Smirk / frown.
Yeah.
Unimpressed.
Unimpressed. There we go. I am unimpressed.
That is a no.
Yeah.
Oh, and I like your new duds, by the way, there, Luna.
I nod my head in a sign of thanks.
Look at Spiffy.
At this point, Grippy would climb up onto the table and go, "Anybody want anything?" With his little apron on and his bowler hat, whipping out a pad of parchment paper.
A bowler hat.
Yeah, he's wearing his bowler hat. He just doesn't have the jacket on.
I'll take an ale, my son. What can I get you other two?
Oh, I've already got a cider, thank you.
I just wave my hand up as a sign of I'm good.
Okay, just one ale for
Just that then.
you, Rex. Okay, 3 copper.
And one for yourself, my son.
Yeah, 6 copper then.
All right.
Free beer.
Hey, Grippy ain't gonna turn out free shit. He ain't
He's just gonna
stupid.
be fucked up half the time when he's working.
Eh,
Goblin constitution, you know.
yeah. It's the reason why they have to water down his fucking drink. So yeah, he goes, "All right, I'll be back." Hops down off the table. Climbs back up on, goes to Boar and asks for 2 cups of ale, but he wants his kind of this like chilling by, where like all the servers and all the employees kind of like have their drinks, and it seems like each one of their tankers are like marked with like the first letter of their name. So
Mhm.
he takes a sip out of his. Boar puts it up over there with the rest of theirs. Comes back, gives you yours.
Thank you, my son.
Not a problem.
You're doing a bang up job.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, I was just going to turn to Leafer and go, so, what was the holdup? Why are you joining us late?
I just had some personal things to take care of that suddenly came up. Very, very urgent. Might share the story with you a bit later if I feel comfortable.
I would be subtle spelling detect thoughts as I asked that.
Okay. So surface thoughts, basically what's at the forefront of your mind, Leafo, when you say that.
At the front of my mind is kind of like a flashback to the moment I encountered I was leaving my village as I'd finished what I'd last been doing, and having to say goodbye to some close friends that I had come back to help with a particular issue, and was feeling very kind of anxious, but excited to go back to the group, but also sad and having that little moment in my mind.
Yep.
Well, of course I wouldn't want to pry.
Yep. So, that's what you hear at the forefront of her mind.
Well, I hope all that business has been taken care of, and you're back with us for a while now.
Yes, of course.
Fantastic.
Everything's all good now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Just you guys at the moment. Yeah.
Time for RP.
Yeah, it's all you guys. Plus, Uda, you still have rings.
Hey, you okay?
Oh, I have a plan for that later.
Okay.
I should just do that.
About 15 to 20 minutes later, after you arrived, Deceit, the door to the Rat Tail's End kind of slams open as you see a very bloodied, barely holding on, about to succumb under his own weight, covered in cuts, blood, stab wounds of Dion walking in.
May I take the lead for this, Will?
It's up to you.
Please do.
All right. I would like to use my feline agility to get the fuck over to that door.
Yep. I'm not even going to make
and
you do a check. Yeah. You
assist Dion.
Yeah.
there.
You bound and leap from table to table to the door, and you kind of slide and stand as you're twisting and standing up. Come right underneath his free arm, and try to help from there.
And while I'm helping carry him, I would like to use lay on hands to try and heal some of that up.
Yep. How many lay on hands points are you given? He is.
Assuming I don't know how damaged he actually is, I would like to use all of it.
Yeah, you can look at him and you can tell that one wrong move of a weapon and he would be dead.
All right. That is 25
Okay.
HP.
Dion, heal for 25 points. As Uta is trying to help you get back to the table. This the way that they're carrying you with one of their hands placed on you, fully resting on you with fingers outstretched. You just feel this magic flow into you and begins to heal you.
Can I just say, hey, well, you just ruined my entrance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Walls.
Okay,
Because
can we rerun that just to find out
Nope.
what you had planned?
No.
Damn. I'm sorry, Bear.
Basically what I had planned, I was gonna have Dion walk through the door, turn to look towards you, look towards everyone at the table, because he knew that
Someone
Leafa was
would
going to
be
be
there.
there. Yeah, Leafa was going to be there because he met them on the way to where he was going, and then he was just going to fall face first onto the floor.
Okay, so
And as
Yeah, my bad.
And as soon as he hits the floor, blood would have just
Oh gosh.
Well,
Just the
also-
He
animated
explodes.
blood
He just
splurting.
explodes.
he just explodes.
It's Vader in The Shining.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
Yeah.
So I will retcon it a little bit to say that as you are about to fall flat onto the floor face first, Uda comes in and stops you from falling, kind of helps you get upright a bit. You'll still be hunched over, just because she is much shorter than you, but you get the support that you need to make it to the table.
Thank you. He just manages to spurt out.
Yeah.
Even after being healed.
What the fuck happened?
Personal business.
Ah,
Yeah, sounds like everyone's got a bit of personal business going on at the moment.
Well, he Dion probably has a bit of blood in his mouth still, and he inadvertently probably just spits it on the table. Trying to. I'm sorry. Damn you, Daku. I just saw that message.
Lols.
So he ends up spitting whatever blood he had in his mouth onto the table inadvertently as he's speaking, and he most likely, unless the guards have taken the bounty poster,
No, you still have it.
I still have it.
Yeah.
I end up pulling out the bounty poster, and I just place on the table and say that I've been hunting this guy for quite a few years.
Also at this point, as you're
Okay.
talking about this, you see Morg and Sarah bucking them both over here with bandages and basically with a first aid kit, like a fantasy medieval style first aid fucking kit, and go, "Can we help you?"
Leon weakly nods and accepts for help from those two.
Yeah, so Uda would place you in like a movable chair, and they begin to start bandaging you up while you all have this conversation.
Rex will pull out a healing potion. Any chance you want to have this?
No. I still have one, but I was keeping that for when we actually did missions outside. So
Probably for the best, but you do look pretty rough, and you'll see some water spring out of Rex's canteen, hover in the air for a second, and then just splash into
Dion's face.
into Dion's face, and just start moving around, washing all the blood
Trying to
off
clean him
and
up
stuff.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, just clean him up.
You manage. It's a weird sensation for Dion as this is happening because you have no control over where the water is going yourself. But you're not. Yeah. You're not. It doesn't feel like you're being waterboarded. Like you feel like that you can at least breathe a bit. But a few minutes go by, and yeah, your face still has cuts in it from where you were attacked, but there's not as much blood sitting there now. And Morg will go and start just putting like pieces of fabric, medical fabric over it. Start trying to like keep it in place for the moment to try to cause it to clot.
Can we bonk Daku? Cause crikey.
yeah, I saw that too.
I can't see chat right now, so that'll have to
I was
wait.
waiting for you to get back, Daku, before we do that.
Lols.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with water, also going over cuts, it will probably sting a little, causing Dion to slightly to flinch in that slight pain of the feeling of the sting after getting cleaned up.
So it does kind of sting because it is clean water. But not like severely. It's not like alcohol or hydrogen peroxide being poured into like an open cut. It's fresh, clean water. It just kind of stings just that teeny tiny bit. Not as bad as the rest of the pain that you've been feeling. And yeah, about 10 minutes go by of you all doing this, and Morg and Sarah helping patch you up, and yeah, you are no longer bleeding, and yeah, you're just sitting there now covered in bandages where they're needed, and you now have scabs forming on like your cheeks and some other areas. Morg and Sarah have done what they can to close up any stab wounds that were not healed by the lay on hands, with some stitching, and yeah.
So this, so what was it exactly you said? It was you had to something from your past, someone from your past. Is that what you said?
In terms of the bounty board.
Oh, what you
bounty-
said when you came in when we asked what happened, you mentioned something, someone from your past or something from your past. Is that
no,
what you said?
it was personal business, technically. He said.
Right, you did mention something about your past, so I thought.
No, he didn't mention anything about the past.
No, he had a dream. So out of character, you
Just-
would know that he had a nightmare before you all went on that mission.
Right. Oh, my mistake. But your personal business. All right, fair enough. Thinking back to the meeting with Neverember and the mention of personal business, Deceit's gonna say, cast subtle spell, cast detect thoughts once again, and just say this personal business wouldn't happen to have. This personal business wouldn't happen to have anything to do with Waterdeep, would it?
Neon respond in character, and then after that, I'll ask for what's at the forefront of your mind.
What was the spell? Sorry, that happened.
Subtle spell. It was subtle spell detect thoughts. So basically, I'm reading your surface thoughts at the moment. So just what's at the front of your mind.
Okay, and you asked a question above it, over it as well.
The question I asked was just this personal business wouldn't happen to have anything to do with Waterdeep. If you go back to episode 1, you flinched when Waterdeep was mentioned.
Yeah.
So yeah, answer that first, and then we'll do the detect thoughts.
Dion would what is the way that someone would glare without like not just give him a stare, give Rex a stare, and would agree that it is part of stuff from Waterdeep, and on the forefront of Dion's mind would be the chance of the thought of being able to interrogate Joel Kipper in hopes of finding out where the possible remembrance of a Carissa Eloy would be.
Sorry, can you say that again? So it was interrogate Joel Kipper to find out
if where Carissa Eloy would be, and if the corrupt lords hang on, I'm just looking.
For the most
I
part,
can't find it.
Waterdeep, at this moment in time, isn't really like corrupt. It is. There are a few corrupt nobles there, but it's not like a whole band of them.
Shit, I forgot where they are. Shit, I can't find it in my backstory. The initial corrupt lords of Waterdeep with High Lord Lewis
Yeah.
is, if they are still in Waterdeep or if they've skedaddled from town.
Hi, Lord. Sorry, was it Lewis?
Yes, like King Louis. King Louis with like
right.
16th or something, stuff like that.
Yep. Got it. Thank you so much. That is great.
Yep.
Um,
And you would recognize the fact that Carissa Aloy is somehow connected into multiple parts of this party, both directly and indirectly. So that's what Deceit knows of. Yep. So y'all.
Question.
Yes.
Answer.
While Dion was being cleaned up by Morg and Sarah,
Yeah.
I'm guessing they would have removed his breastplate just to get to the
They would have
lower short.
They would have just undid it enough to where they could move it and get to where they needed to. They wouldn't have completely taken it off of you. It's still on you.
Okay.
They have just undid and disrobed you what they needed to, and then put it back the way that it was before they started working in that area.
Right. Well, since since Dion is obviously in the Rat's Tail Inn, he is going to take off the breastplate because it feels like he feels a bit heavy with it on.
Yep.
After what's happened, and a necklace appears just over his outer shirt. His outer shirt with the crest of the Beaumont family.
Okay. I'm going to say, possibly y'all would just see it as just like a little trinket. If anybody wants to know that is what it is, or thinks they know what it is, roll for perception and then history. But give me your perception roll first before you do history.
Bonus sorcery point.
Yeah, that's just for anybody.
God. All right. Well, spent a sorcery point to roll a nat 1
Rip.
on perception.
Yeah, you even with your passive, you notice it, but you're not able to you're not focused on trying to get details of it right now, so you wouldn't be able to confirm who it belongs to or what it is exactly. Leafa, Uta, you're more than welcome to try if you want, if you are interested in your character knowing this information.
I shall pass.
Okay, Leafa.
Well, this is a perception roll.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah.
What did I do? Where's my perception? Ah,
Wow.
is it?
It'll be in that middle column.
Yeah, there it is. Plus, oh, that's a 9. Not very
Yeah.
good.
You all notice it, but you're not able to you're not focused on it right now. You're more worried about his well-being and what he is saying, than actually paying attention to the necklace with the crest of the Beaumont family on it. Okay.
Oh my god, that's
Still, you guys. I will say that at this point, it is probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tachi, is there anything that you want to do, or you still at the training grounds?
I'll head back to the Rat's Tail Inn.
Okay. About how long ago would you have headed back? Just out of wondering question.
About 30 minutes ago.
About 30 minutes ago? Okay. So about another 15, 20 minutes go by, and Tachi arrives at the Rest Hills Inn. Tachi, you see over in your corner, a very hurt but now bandaged up, and somewhat healed Dion, Lifa, who has just arrived in the city, along with Deceit and Uta. Gribby would also at this point in time come back and ask if anybody wants anything. And when he hears a little bell chime when the door opens, he'll look to the door and see you, Tachi, and go, "Hey, Tachi!"
G'day, Gribby. Been a while.
It's only been like, what, a night?
It's been more than a night, but it is what it is. And now I'd walk over to the group and sit down.
Yeah.
With my cloak slightly torn from all the training.
Yeah, so what the rest of y'all see is you see probably some sweat still coming down on Itachi's face, and you just see that kind of his clothes might have like some very small rips or holes in it. He doesn't look to be like injured in any way, shape, or form. Just what you can see, it just looks like maybe he was just training. And yep. Gribby will ask you, Tachi, you want anything?
Yeah, I'll have some ale.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all for now.
Okay. 3 copper.
Okay, I'd hand Gibby the free copper, and I'll take it off my list when I'm at the computer.
Yep. That or I can do that for you right now. I can do that. Yeah. So he goes back and goes and gets you a tankard of ale, comes back and serves it to you. Yeah. This is now y'all. Anything and everything that you wish to do at the moment. And Tachi, I just removed the 3 copper from your inventory, so you don't have to do that later.
Well, everyone minus Milo's at the table. Yeah, cool. So, do we all just want to, sit here holding our dicks until until Neverember calls on us, or should we, I don't know, maybe see if there's any other work to be found?
I'm down to look for some more work after I've had a bit of a rest, because those guards I was training with are a pain to try and fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't personally have a dick to hold, but I would prefer to go on an adventure than put one of them in my hand right now.
There are spells for that. I'm just telling you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Pulls out the goblet dick he has on a string. No.
Oh my god.
Why do you keep one of those? Like, I'm concerned now.
Jesus.
Grimby's just like, ooh.
Will, I would just like to point to the DM I sent you a few hours ago with the why.
Gribby is just grabbing his pants like, I'm so concerned.
Yeah. No, he doesn't do that. Not while he's on the job.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. I do that, but it's actually just minor image.
Just minor image? Okay. While this is going on, the door to the rest hills in open, and it's been kind of like open and closing as people come and go. However, this is not somebody that looks... Yeah, this is not as important, but it is somebody who seems to be in a rush if anybody wants to do a perception check.
Sure.
Oh, damn, we'll try to do a perception check.
What? We're doing a perception check.
Yeah, if you want to.
15.
15?
Same as my
Oh my god, I'm feeling like swapping dice now. Maybe these ones are cursed today.
So sometimes the dice just be like that.
Yeah, I got a
Don't worry,
7.
Dizzy. You
Yeah,
weren't
Tashi,
cursed,
if you
I
ever
just
want to
rolled a
roll,
nat
I'll
one.
give you your perception
Eek.
modifier.
Hmm?
Hold up, Tachi. Your perception is a +3 if you want to roll for it. There, Tachi. I've got your sheet up.
Need to find the thing out for it.
Dion, Uta?
I rolled a nat 1, so a 2.
Uta?
I will assist with someone if they would like it.
Was
I already
Okay.
got 15.
14 with the +3, so 17.
17, okay. Leafa, roll another d20, take the higher roll.
okay. Oh yes, let's go! I got an 18, so plus my modifier, that's a 21.
Okay, so you'll notice a bit more than most of the rest of the party. The rest of the party, everybody sees
I helped.
Thank you.
this person kind of briskly walks to Sarah. Sarah, not worried, noticing them, and seems like she may know this person after having multiple encounters. You see this person kind of pull out something from their pocket. Gives
I'm
it to her.
definitely doing a subtle spell detect thoughts on all this.
Okay.
I'll cast it at level 3.
Are you casting it on this the person or Sarah or both?
On Sarah.
Oh, Sarah? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get to you on that here in a second.
Mhm.
She kind of takes the piece of paper, kind of moves her eyes back and forth, and opens it up underneath the counter or behind the bar. And Leafa, you would be able to probably guess this accurately based off of your roll. That she says thank you for informing me of this. And she will, out of her own tip money, give like 4 gold to this person, and will whisper something to Morg. You don't know what, because her face is turned away from the rest of the party.
Okay.
He nods his head and he makes her way to the back. And the person that just came in now leaves at the same pace. Deceit, detect thoughts, surface level.
Surface level, yeah. It lasts for a minute, so hopefully I should hear what she's...
You hear, I gotta go find this person. I gotta stop them before they take them anywhere else. Gotta go get them. Gotta go get them. Gotta go get them. Gotta go.
Here.
That's basically all you hear. This is basically go time for her. This is her mission. She has a mission. It is time to go.
Adventure time! Yay!
In that case, I'll turn to the party. I think Sarah could use our help.
Okay. Yeah, she's something seems to be going on. I agree. I think we should maybe go ask Sarah maybe.
I'll call her over.
She's
Sarah!
she's in the back now. She's no longer up front.
She hears it. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I was going to telepathically, but no, I won't do that.
I mean, you could if
Well,
you
we
want.
could follow her. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
She won't recognize the voice.
Right? Let me do something.
Can't we just get Gribby to go get her?
Sure, Grimmy, go get her.
Okay. Everybody add.
Sorry.
Everybody add three copper pieces to their character sheet.
Oh.
Sorry, what? What are we?
Add 3 copper to your
3
character
copper?
sheet. Yep.
Okay.
Oh my.
Gribby will come back to you all with copper pieces, with a bunch of copper pieces in his hands, and goes, so apparently, Miss Milo paid for a round on her tab, so here's your money back.
You can keep that, Grimmy.
Okay, so he takes your 3, puts it in his pocket. Still 3 copper pieces for everybody else.
Same here.
Dion will actually deny his free copper pieces.
Okay. Tachi, Leafa?
This is like a round of drinks, right?
Yeah, a round of
That's
drinks.
what
So, basically, this would pay for the cider. This would have paid for the cider, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Cool beans.
I'll say to Gribby, go find Sarah out the back, stick with her, and then Gribby will hear in his head, I can stay in contact with you for a while, mentally. So, just don't worry. Just keep talking to me in your head.
And he will say verbally, "Got it." And about at that moment, you see Sarah kind of bolt out of the back real quick and run upstairs, and Gribby kind of tails her. She's running up the stairs. I think she's going to Milo's room. That's what you hear in your head. That's what you hear
Oh,
from
she's-
Gribby.
She's going to Milo's room.
Yep.
Interesting. I also just want to make sure.
Round 2.
Gotta go fast.
Fight!
Gotta go
I
fast.
wasn't finished.
Gotta go faster, faster, faster. Sonic X.
Okay, I can stay in contact with Gribby within 5 miles for the next 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, no,
So,
you're good.
yeah.
Inside the rest hills in,
Yeah.
you can fucking
Yeah. That's, I mean, mostly if we want to keep Gribby tailing her and we just follow. Sorry, so I'll turn to the group and say, should we just, we'll hang out, maybe follow her if she leaves? We'll down with that.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to follow her up there, so I'm good to hang.
I'm down for some more action.
I mean, look, a part of me would like to follow her up there, but we'll cross that.
Wow, go wow wow.
I heard the cat noises last night.
I maybe bench it up, sir, but I'm not sure how good of you, Oh my god, what's the phrasing? How good
much-
of use
how
I will
much
be?
use
How
I'll
useful
be.
I'll be.
Yes, how useful I will be. Jesus Christ, cut that.
It's alright, we all understand you. You
Yeah.
hit on the
We
head
all
a bit
have those
hard.
moments, yeah. Sorry, don't speak. Everyone, I think he has a concussion.
Cut that from the
Talk
fucking YouTube.
Slowly.
Nope.
I think I will not be of much use to all of you in my current state.
Oh,
Oh, it's
yeah.
alcohol
I'll, just,
takes you right up.
I'll pass one of my health potions.
Yep.
You'll be fine. You got
Regular health potion, correct?
this. Yep.
Tell me what the rolls are for it. I think it's 1d4 plus 4 or
Okay.
something
It's
like that.
2d4.
Potion of healing. It's
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. I'll roll it for you.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Maximum healing for a total of 10 points of healing from that. I rolled
There
two
you
4s
go.
on that.
Hey.
Nice.
So you didn't already just take one
Yeah.
out of my inventory, did you?
No, I did not. I'm currently have Tachi's sheet up.
Yeah, no. Just I bought 3, but I've only got 2, and I'm trying to remember what happened to one of them.
Did you use one?
I must have given it away at some point. Anyway,
You gave one to me after
but
session
we
1.
got. Oh, after session 1, I gave you one. Cool.
Session 0, sorry.
Session.
After you set me on fire.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
That makes sense.
Oh, yes, good old flaming Dion.
Ah, right, I did do that.
Flaming Dion. Yeah, that's right. That would make sense. Yeah. Okay. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Flaming
something that you
haunted
did.
Dion.
After a bit of that conversation, you hear from Gritty. Just see she's gone into the room. It seems like she's telling Milo that she ain't going to be around for a few days. She doesn't know when she's going to be back.
Grimmy says she might be gone for a few days. Dude, this could take a while if we go with her. I know Neverember asked us to stick around.
Family's more important.
I can.
I mean, we just met her. Okay.
I mean, it's up to you. It sounds like they're having a conversation at the moment, but it sounds like it's about to end. What do you want me to do?
Oh, you stick with him. Sorry, I was talking to the party then. But to Gribby, I'll say Gribby Gribby hears in their head. Just stick with him for now, okay? Just keep an eye on her.
Okay. I may have to duck into our room just to be safe, so that way she doesn't notice I'm tailing her.
Yeah, don't be seen. Don't be seen. Or if you're seen, just be cute.
Copy that.
Cute.
I can try to be cute, but
You're, you're always cute. You don't have to try. You're fine. You're fine.
Gribby quickly dashes into you. You all don't know this, but Gribby will quickly dash into Deceased in his room, and we'll see Sarah. I'm waiting for the response from Milo because even though she's not feeling well, I don't want to do this part without some guidance from her.
Fair. Can we talk at the table while you're doing that then?
Yay! Actually, give me a second.
I
Okay.
do have one question. Would you say a short rest period has gone by?
Yeah, you can spend it,
yeah.
like however many hit dice you want. Gribby will respond back. Wait, he might not be done talking. Hold up. So yeah, at this point, you all can discuss at the table. I need to do some rolls.
Sure. Yeah. Do we want to go with Sarah? Might be a few days.
Well, if it's caused her to need to rush this much, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit concerning, so it's probably better to go with than let her face this alone. It doesn't sound like it's gonna end well for her if we leave her.
Deceit with the information with what you know, about.
Which I'm not going to tell the party. Oh,
Uh-huh.
actually, yeah, I will tell the party. I know. Sure.
I mean,
Fine,
you
fuck
could,
it.
you could, but before you do, with the
Yeah.
information that you know that she could probably handle herself, but maybe this might be a bit rushed. So yeah, keep talking amongst yourselves while I do stuff.
Look, I've just overheard though that she's got something. She's doing it urgently. Sounds dangerous, just by the tone. So I don't know. I don't know if this is something she's going to want us to help with, or I would like to follow her just to make sure she's safe. I've become fond of her over these past few days, weeks.
You want me to send her to your room tonight?
I don't think she'll be around tonight, but maybe in a few nights' time. Yes.
What if we send you to her?
I don't know how she'd feel about that, to be honest. That said, I'll do anything for 8 gold.
Only 8. Okay, baby.
That
That wasn't in character.
Is that mates rates? Like,
Feel up 5.
yeah, I
So-
think we should probably help out Sarah. It sounds like the right choice.
So
I mean,
Gribby will report back to you,
Not
Deceit,
you.
with the following, and this will be kind of. I'm not going to do it in his voice. I'm just going to summarize what he has heard and what he is telling you. That, when Sarah got up to Milo's room, she knocked, and Milo said, in a bit of a sleepy voice, "Enter." At which point in time, just hearing what he could through the door, that Sarah informs Milo that she's going to be gone for a few days. She doesn't know when she's going to be back, but there's something that come up and that she has to do it. Milo attempts to try to get a bit more details and finds out that she's going to attempt to rescue somebody who has been taken against their will.
I think she's just on a mission.
I can see that.
Milo and Sarah then try to convince each other to just let her go or have Sarah stay. To which they finally come to an agreement of that they will go together. And that's what Gribby will report in journal views. I did a wee bit of a retcon, but that is what you get back.
So they're going together.
They are going together.
Right, yeah.
and that is
While
the
the
now
party's going,
up
the
to current.
third party goes.
So
yeah,
when's the wedding?
I'll report this to the rest of the party, but yeah, I'll relay what Gribby's telling me about. Huh? Right, okay. Gribby says, yeah, just and tell you all of that.
So yeah,
I thought you would say, well, if one of us is going, we should all go.
I'm in.
Dizzy's going and she's family already, so. Not Dizzy. Fuck. Milo.
so
I
is
mean,
the-
yes, Dizzy is family, but that's...
so is the
Yeah,
party?
All
gonna go,
about the
yeah.
family.
We're not sold on the rabbit yet. We don't know if you're family or not, but you know, stick around.
So unanimously, the party wants to go.
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
No.
So for everybody at the table, Deceit, you will hear Gribby report back to you. Shit, they're about to leave. What do you want me to do?
They're coming downstairs into the main room.
They're about to. Yeah, they're making their way to the door.
We'll meet them here. Everyone, bottom of the stairs.
You want me to come there too?
Stay out of sight for now.
Okay, I'm in our room. I'll
Okay.
keep an eye. I'm looking through the keyhole. A few
Oh,
seconds.
shit. All of this should be in the Irish accent, by the way. Sorry.
No,
you're fine. Just hang out up there.
Yeah, no, I knew which voice you were going for, and as we are going, I'm keeping track of what voice should be what for the most part.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Clearly, I'm not.
It's fine. Then you will hear. Okay, they just opened up the door. Wait, they're not going to the stairs. Hold on. He peeks his head
Where
out.
are they going?
Looks like out the hallway and window.
All right, now make yourself known and tell them to wait. All right, everyone, up the fucking stairs right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna misty step up the stairs, and then I'm gonna. I've only got one level 3. I'm gonna misty step to the top of the stairs, so I should be able to see them down the hallway,
Zoomies!
right?
Yeah. So, by the time you get to the stairs and Missy step, you will have her just from the bottom stairs, and then it all of a sudden just becomes no muffled at all. Hey, you two, hold on. They stop, turn around, go, what, Gribby? Deceit, you're there. What do you do?
Where are you two going? You're not going anywhere without the rest of us.
As I zoom me up the stairs.
Yeah. It takes the rest of y'all about maybe 10 seconds to full on scale those stairs.
I see
The first set of stairs and
I see Rex misty
jump
step
over
up
the
the
rail.
stairs and I misty step
Hold on,
behind him.
Tachi. Okay, yeah. So about a second after you, Missy step, Deceit, Leafa's there. What was that, Tachi?
pretty much the Tachi's gonna get up, bolt, jump over the first rail, bolt up the stairs near the top, and bolt over the second rail.
So
Like a badass.
So probably the last one to arrive, just because they just have gone and done dealing the combat, would be Dion. But Leafa, you hear Deceit ask the question. They're both looking at you guys. And
Oh yeah, we found the rabbit.
Milo will show a little bit of excitement in her eyes just because it's Leafa. But it is more of the seriousness of we've got to go. Sarah will say, this is something that I have to do. You all do not have to do this. This
Yeah,
is
but we
personal
got
to me.
nothing better to do.
Persuasion.
I would like to assist.
With advantage.
It's sure. I'll take advantage. Oh no, it's not. That's a 14. Thank you for the advantage. 14 plus 8 for 22.
22?
Maths.
Okay.
Maths.
Oh, I forgot. So Sarah does have an actual character sheet, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Has those kind of modifiers. She'll stop for a second and look over you specifically, Rex. She kind of just grills at you. There's somebody who's been taken, and I fear that they will be put into a life that I fought to get out of. I don't want them to go through that. So I'm going to stop them before it happens.
I can't think of a more noble cause. Turning to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I think that only gives us more reason to help.
And you know, Milo's going with you. We can't leave behind our family. No. Fuck, I don't know why I'm doing the family shit so much. I'm sorry. We can't leave behind the team members like that.
It's an
Family. Yeah.
And Dion is Dion is still fiddling with his
Wobbling up the stairs.
breastplate. Trying
Dom
put it on.
Toretto's joined the
He
party,
just
so, you know.
yes, he has. He just gives everyone a thumbs up as in agreement to what everyone's saying.
To see, with you being the closest one to them, I mean, they are like 45. No, not even that. They're more like almost 100 feet away from you. At this point, and you see a tear well up in Sarah's eye. All right. Well, Gribby, come here. Gribby will walk over. Give me your pad. She'll write down something, tear it off, folds it up, and gives it back to Gribby. Give this to them. Give that to Morg. We'll see you all downstairs. And she just whoop, out the window.
She jumped out the window?
Well, kind of. So she kind of does a bit of a backwards jump, but then you see her hand, just like barely able to see her fingertips, grasp the windowsill, and then just starts making her way down. And Milo joins.
They're expecting us to follow them, right?
Yes, but to go down without jumping. Seeing that remembering that Dion's not in a condition to do that kind of jump. Or, let me rephrase that.
Fine, I'll convert.
Even though Dion, does Dion see him jump out?
I'd say barely. Just because this hallway's not wide. It's like maybe about 15 feet wide at most. So you got like all 5 of you up there kind of trying to get a view on this.
Right.
If my maths is correct, Dion must have at least 35 hit points.
Yeah.
I do now.
You're falling from the third floor. You're falling from the 3rd floor.
But as I was gonna say, since Dion just barely sees him jump out the window, he's even though the shit he's gone through initially, he's gonna follow him and jump out.
Okay. I need a dexterity saving throw. So I work
just as you're midair, Deceit's just gonna say, "You've seen me teleport people."
Yeah, give me a
dexterity.
dexterity. No, dexterity saving.
Dex save.
This is a dex save.
So, BC, since I am technically part cat, do I need to do that?
Yes, but there might be something for you that's a little bit different.
How's an 11?
Yeah, no, you're going to fall, and I need to work out how tall this building is. So, let's say 10 feet per. That's 30. That's a D6 per thing. All right, is that the right? I think that's what fall damage is in D&D. You have gotten lucky, Sir Dion. I have rolled, and I shit you not, on the new dice, 3 1s.
Oh my god.
You take 3 points of fall damage and fall prone on your back and go, ah! That wasn't such a great idea. Oh.
It was a good idea in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3.
It
Yeah.
worked out better in my head, good sir.
Yeah, at this point, Grippy will come back up to you, Deceit, after or while you're yelling at Dion as they jump out the window. Hands you the piece of parchment that Sarah wrote on. And if you unfold it, it'll read, "Please let them into the back to my room." Sarah.
Oh.
She was still in her get-up, her Rat Tails Inn get-up. She wasn't ready to rock and roll yet.
They just jumped out. Why'd they jump out? I'm so confused. You know what? I'm taking this. I know everyone else is like giving chase to them, so I'll look to Gribby and say, I wish they'd given us this last night. Is all I'm saying. Would have saved a lot of hassle. Oh well, at least Milo got laid. All right, let's go down to the bar.
God.
Okay, yeah. Anybody?
Just casually, while everyone else is like rushing out the window, Rex and Gribby like hand in hand, just casually walking down to the bar.
Yeah.
I didn't rush out the
Let's
window.
say,
I haven't
it
done
was
Like, they haven't
anything.
tried to jump out the window yet.
I'm
Yeah.
like one person.
It was
So
only me. There's a crate I have.
if everybody else does not wish to jump out the window, you follow Deceit downstairs. Deceit hands Morg the note, unless what Uda? I heard noise from you. What?
Can I go help Bear? Not Bear. Dion.
I mean, yeah. Who's there? Yes, you can attempt the dexterity saving throw. To go help
Alright.
Dion. I don't.
Was that a D20?
Yeah. D20 plus your dexterity saving. And I don't think you get anything.
That is a 12.
12 total.
Yes.
Please, please, please land on me just for the
But
balls.
but BC, I am a cat technically.
Yeah, just hold up. I gotta take a look at something because I'm wondering if I've given you something to deal with that. Once per turn. Well, I drop a d6 onto the ground. Lost forever for the moment. And a dodge and attack. Nope. Yeah, no. You will take. I will say you take half of this. Dion, you're going to take some more damage with Uta landing on top
Yes.
of you.
Yes.
Okay. This is worse than what I originally rolled. That is a... Uda, you will receive 7 points of damage. Dion, tack on another 14 points of damage.
14 was it?
Yes, I rolled a 2 5s and a 4.
Worth
Dion, I'm sorry.
it. Worth it.
So,
It is worth it.
as Uta comes, as you're trying to get up, Uta just comes down and just lands right on your chest, going, "Oh, fuck!" Then yeah, the rest of y'all make it to Morg lets you all into the back, and Ketra will actually show you where Sarah's room is. Dion and Uta, you see them as they're about to enter, and you guys all arrive in Sarah's room. Dion, you've seen this, or not Dion, Deceit, you've been in here before, you know the layout. To everyone else, you see in here kind of almost like a standard room of, kind of like your guys' room. There's a nightstand and a wardrobe closet and a bed. And at this point, with how long it's taken, you now see Sarah no longer wearing her Rat Tails Inn waitress outfit. You now see her wearing in fact, I can actually tell you. Whoop, that's the wrong fucking thing. That's the thing. Thank you. She is wearing
Da-da-da-da-da.
a red cape with a hood on it. She is also, what you can tell is now, instead of wearing like a skirt, is now wearing like tight trousers, probably made out of leather, with a more I would say kind of almost like it would be a bit more posh because common people wouldn't have this, but a butted down white tunic, bit long sleeve, and at this point also now has a mask, kind of like the cheap party mask that you see people wear, that just covers up their right where their eyes are. That's that area of their face. And she now also has a pair of leather boots and 2 rapiers on her hips.
Can I ask what
Get
level
it
she
down.
is?
No.
Okay.
But if you do a perception check or an insight, actually no, this would be an insight check, I could tell you how good she is.
Okay. That is a 10. Total.
She looks like she could drop kick your ass.
Can I also roll for this?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
insight.
I think it's a +5, so 17.
17.
Yeah.
She doesn't look much like a combatant normally, but when she's wearing this, she definitely looks like she can handle her own. And if you were to try to go toe to toe with her deceit, the possibility of you winning would be very shallow, because she looks like she could handle herself really well in a combat scenario, even against a magic caster.
Definitely thinking to myself, these fuckers, they knew how dangerous she was, and they put me right in her way.
At this point, what do you all do? You're now in Sarah's room, seeing her like this for the first time.
Swing.
Get her!
So
I didn't mean that kind of swing.
So after what happened with me and Uta, we're now both in there.
Yeah, you all basically arrived at the same time.
Okay.
You just went the back way. Yes, Leafa?
Oh, I was just kind of like partially thinking out loud. I guess after seeing Sarah like this, kind of like a little bit surprised, but also not at the same time, because you know, sometimes the most least suspecting people can have like little secrets about themselves that you don't expect. So it's like both surprising and not surprising, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I kind of just ask like, "Oh, I guess you're ready to go then."
She'll turn around and face y'all. Now in her full get up. Yeah. When I'm wearing this, most people call me by a nickname. I wasn't too fond of it, but that's what everybody calls me now, as the Golden Whirlwind.
Sounds like a JoJo's character.
Nope. Because I've never watched JoJo's, but it is an anime character, that I will say.
No, there's a part of JoJo's literally called Golden Wind.
Oh, laws.
Sounds a little bit like a water sport to me. I'm just saying.
BC is it an anime I would know?
Maybe.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, I asked her, I'm like, well, if it's not a name that you particularly like, would you rather us just call you Sarah? Or...
To keep everyone that I care about safe, just call me S.
S, okay.
I don't want anyone to get hurt that
Okay.
can't defend themselves. I know Morg and Borg can, and so can the boys, but I'm more wary about my fellow ladies, and I still don't want anybody else to get hurt, even if they can't handle
Oh.
themselves.
I mean, I feel like we can handle ourselves, but I will respect that. I'll definitely call you by S from now on.
What's the mission? Oh shit. What's the mission?
I knew you were going with that.
When we add that slip up in, like he accidentally uses his real voice.
My character is far more
I'm,
keyed onto this stuff than I am.
yeah, I want to say no, just because I know what this siege is like
Yeah.
as a character.
Okay.
This character's lived as a shapeshifter for many years. I've been one for like all of 10 minutes.
Yeah. Sarah will respond. Well, for the moment, I need to get information. I think I know who's taken them, and I think I know where they might be, but I need to make sure. I need to go speak with my informant.
I mean, we're as a team, we're pretty good at getting information one way or another. So
Well, my contact is. We've worked together for a long time. They would possibly, and I know they probably sent this to me the moment that they found out about it. I need to go talk to them. It's not far from here.
Let's go.
hey, before we do that, hey BC, can I
Yes.
do the ring thing real quick that I want to do?
Yeah, go on ahead. That also lets me
All right,
find a D6 that I dropped.
Cool. Before we go out, I would like to quickly run back up to all of our rooms and go inside and place the ring box on everybody's bed.
Providing as long as nobody's locked their rooms, because they do have individual keys, you can do that.
Hey, dummies, unlock your rooms. just for like 5 minutes.
That or you just give it to them right now if you want.
No, I want it to be a surprise, then they don't know who it's from.
Okay, fair enough.
Who it's from.
That wouldn't be the person who told us to unlock our rooms.
Yeah, right?
No, it wouldn't be, no. Okay, so can we just say, seeing as it's midday and we're all in the tavern, the doors are unlocked?
I'll say it's about like 4 o'clock at this point now. Yeah, we can say that they're all unlocked. You go and run and put each one of their rings on like either their bed or their nightstand or the dresser.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm done. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, at this point, I will say that, yeah, you all leave. Sarah, prior to walking out the back door, will put her hood up, and she will go, "Don't be too close. Follow, but not too closely." And she'll walk out first. You wait a few seconds, till she's probably about like 15 feet away, and you proceed to walk behind her. Probably not all at once, but more staggered. But Milo is the first one out behind her before any of y'all could get out, I would say. And yeah, you guys proceed to attempt to find out more information before I continue, because we are 5 minutes before the top of the hour according to the recording. Do you all want to keep going, since it will have been almost 4 hours since we have started the session. I
I'm
can
good to keep going.
I can
I'm
quickly
good to
put
keep
together the encounter
Hell yeah, let's do it.
because
Like maybe
Oh.
do like a small break for bathrooms. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the reason why I'm asking if we need to go BRB or if we want to call the session there. I out of character, out of DM. I have been talking with Daku, and she is she unfortunately needs to go lie down because of what's going on. So she is perfectly fine with me remote controlling her character. So
Understood.
it's basically up to y'all if y'all want to keep going or not.
Oh god, we're about to do an encounter. I have no spell slots.
Well,
Oh wait, I guess at one point.
you will be able to
That
long
wouldn't
rest
help.
in round. Like this
Oh,
isn't going to
awesome.
this isn't going to immediately happen.
Go. All right, that's
Oh, sweet.
that is very good news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
at metagame,
Jen?
I will say
Okay.
that it's not going to happen right away. Real quick, you guys proceed to follow her. It's not hard to keep tailing her, especially with you guys staggered. You kind of follow Milo, and then whoever comes out behind Milo follows her, and then the person behind that one follows it, and until the last person to leave, the Rat Tails Inn is following whoever was in front of them to leave. And yeah, you guys start meandering around. At this point, it's probably around 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. I can English good. As the sun begins to start setting on Neverwinter. And yeah,
I'm
since
really
we're
sorry.
Uh,
Just as we're leaving, Gribby, you want to come along on this one?
fuck yeah!
All right, come here, Gribby on the shoulder.
He quickly takes all the tips out of his
Ribbit.
little pouch, puts it in his coin purse, grabs his jacket, and he kind of keeps his blades on him, but he keeps them in a way that it looks professional to have them on him at all times. And he pulls them to where they're more efficient to grab them. Yeah,
Nice.
he's ready to rock and roll.
Let's
So-
go, my son.
Dion
Yep.
would probably be behind Rex.
Okay.
And after some time of leaving the inn, he's probably gonna catch up to him slightly and just whisper in his ear. Did you happen to be at the Rat's Tail Inn? Not the Rotten Skull. Sorry.
We'll answer that after these messages.
Yeah, pretty much. Give me a second. I'm just going to set up marching order, essentially, of how I would imagine it being. I'm going to kind of go around the bend a bit. And we'll just say Gribby tacks along with you.
round twist.
Have you ever?
Had a thought like this.
And then bam.
That
So
strange things happened. Are you going round the twist?
with that,
Tell me you're Australian without
Oh,
telling
tell
me
me
you're
you're
Australian.
Australia. With that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to take a break, and this will probably mark the end of part 1 for session 3 for YouTube. So for YouTube, we will see you in part 2 of the Darkness War session 3. To everybody else live streaming, we'll see y'all here in about 10 minutes. Bye.
Yay!